What is going on, everybody? Hey, Monty here with another episode, another edition of Hey Chill. It's just a podcast. We're here live, baby. Back with the whole crew. Yeah, we missed you last week. And the week before, but the week before didn't count because we lost everything. But
turn up.
You know, hate you but love you at the same time. You feel me?
It's officially Monday once again.
Monday. Yeah, it is officially fucking Monday. And it's been a Monday. I mean, it hasn't been a bad day, honestly. You know, it's been just a day, just a typical day. So yeah, let's welcome back our guest for the night. Yee, what's up?
What's happening? What's going on?
Ain't shit, son. If you want, just bring the mic a little closer to you, and then you can just lean back, chill there.
I'm gonna do that.
You know how we rock. How you feeling, bro? How you been?
Been working hard, for real. Every day's a work day, man.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, I know you've been. We was talking earlier about just life, man. We gotta work, like, but we gotta get money multiple ways. Like, we gotta get money every way, man, every way possible. Because I know working a 9 to 5 sucks, but look, I think a couple years ago, honestly, when COVID was hitting and shit, I think we all kind of fell into this fantasy of like, oh, fuck a job, we can do this shit on our own type of shit. And I feel like so many people fell into that shit, me being included, because you know, I was doing that shit for a while by my, you know, without having a job, but I was doing it well, but that was because of the COVID money and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for that, I don't know, because right after that, this shit was way different, you know what I'm saying? So but you have to come to realize after a while that, you know, having a job isn't as bad as you think. Keep doing what you're doing, but you know,
you gotta get some money from somewhere. So why not get it from somewhere? From being somewhere 8 to 5 or 7 to 3, however, you know what I'm saying. Be somewhere, be accountable, get some money. You know that part. And
ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Hey,
say something in your mic real quick, Tay.
What it do?
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I would definitely say it all depends. At the end of the day, what your goals are in life, what do you plan on having or doing with yourself? Because I mean, yeah, having a job 9 to 5 is alright, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You're paying bills, but when you look at the reality of it, if you stay at that 9 to 5 forever and you don't have any type of plans, you're literally just paying bills to die.
Yeah.
So when you'll be 40 years old, 50 years old, looking back at your life and look, man, I could have took trips, but I was worried about bills. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I've realized this shit at 28. Regardless if you pay them bills on time or late, you still gonna have them bills.
Yeah.
Every month.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? And don't let a minor confliction come in your life, because then that's even more money. Live it to your best means. You know what I'm saying? Live it to your best means. You don't necessarily all the time. You ain't gotta have the nicest car, the nicest house. Hell, just go outside. Go take a walk. Go look at the ocean. Go learn something new. Books are free. Go to a library. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, internet works too, man. Like, learn shit.
But I'm saying things that necessarily don't require funds. Like, you don't have to have, I need to have this set amount of money to do. Right. You know?
Like college type shit. Like, you got to have a big, you know, like, you got to pay a lot to go to college, no matter what college you go to, for real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, like, I was actually just seeing this video the other day. They were saying there's a lot of college kids, like our generation, who are now coming out of college and are fucked. Like, they're not getting jobs. They're not, you know, their degrees are pretty much going to waste. And that's what's turned a lot of people to, you know, OnlyFans and doing extra shit, you know, shit like that. So
that's been a thing for a minute.
Yeah, COVID started that.
Humans,
it's the hustle, it's the art of hustle now.
Humans
just rely on that 9 to 5. You gotta do something else.
Yeah,
humans are naturally lazy. At the end of the day,
I mean,
we create things to make life easier, but it somewhat dumbs us down. We invented the calculator because we didn't want to use our brains to do simple shit.
Yeah,
we got Chat GBT right now because we can't even come up with our own essays. We are extremely lazy right now. And I wouldn't blame that on COVID. I'm not blaming it. I would just blame that on modern civilization.
It's technology, bro, for real, like all the way, dude. It's, and have you seen like the video AIs that just came out? Like they're gonna get to a point where they're gonna be able to make full blockbuster movies without anybody having to act or do anything. It'll just be AI generated, and that to me is crazy. I mean, they're saying people aren't gonna have access to it, but come on, hackers can have access to anything, bro. Like people who know how, you know.
Aren't actors and actresses like on strike right now because of that?
Yep.
I think
Well,
the actor strike's over now.
It's
I'm pretty
over?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
I
just
think it's
ended
over
like
now.
a couple months ago. But
Yeah, like a month or two ago. Yeah.
but I get what you're saying. Like AI and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do decide to get a job or something like that, I'm not even saying 9 to 5. Get something that a robot or technology can't do. And i.e. that means get a trade.
That's hard though.
A
man.
plumber, electrician. Because guess what? So many people want to be content creators and music artists
It's the age
and
of
stuff like that.
creation,
Because now the trades are getting less and less people. So now they're paying people
Yeah.
$45 an hour, $50-something
But it's
an
also
hour.
jobs that people don't want to do. It's like, because a lot of people, there's like jobs like plumbers or like, people have to go into sewers and doing shit like that like a lot of people just don't want to do. And they're getting mad at all the immigrants who are coming over and doing them jobs for dirt cheap. But that's because they're willing to do it. That's the thing. They're willing to do it. And so it's the whole country, because of how technology has just taken over everything. Our hands don't have to touch a lot of things. They're building houses with machines now. The 3D printed houses and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like technology is getting to the point where everything is going to be taken over. They're building fully functioning, remembering robots, like AI robots that are able to have full conversations with people. That shit is wild, dude. That shit is wicked. The way technology has gone. But all right, so we'll move on from this. So that was a beautiful conversation. That was a great way to open the show, I think. That was awesome. I agree. So let's talk about our weeks, man. Let's talk about our goods and our bads. That's how we like to start off the show now, just talking about just self-reflection stuff, man. So we'll start off on a positive note. Let's go around the room. Good thing about your weeks. Ed, let's start with you.
Good thing that happened last week. Just getting a lot of love. Getting a lot of love out here. A lot of people, starting to notice what I got going on, and from different states, different cities. So I'm loving it, and I appreciate everybody, and getting people back to actually showing genuine love and genuine respect, not just because you got a number behind your name. Because I think some people, they see, oh, they got 1,000 or they got 2.2 million followers. They're very popular. You don't need all that, bro. You don't need all that. If you got fucking 100 followers and every 100 followers of the, on your shit hit you up, love what you're doing, commenting, sharing, giving you your flowers while you're here.
Yeah.
That's a good ass feeling. I don't need the thousands or the millions. It'd be nice, but fuck it, give me that genuine love.
Yeah, I like seeing just the small amount of I would say we get a pretty decent amount of comments every week on the clips, and some of them do a lot better than others, but like even just that small amount of interaction to me is good, because it's like little bits go long ways, because the more people do interact, the more content they're going to continue to see. And of course they're not going to see it forever. Like they're only going to see it for probably a couple weeks, and then if they keep scrolling past it without interacting again, then they probably won't see it at all. Because I don't know if you guys noticed that on TikTok or well, I don't really know about Reels and all that, but like TikTok, like I'll watch something for a while, but then like if I start scrolling past their videos, like I won't start seeing those videos as much. Like I might see one pop up every once in a while, but not nearly as much. But if I sit on a video for like 2 minutes, and I watch the whole thing, I start seeing way more of their content popping up,
That's that new AI
Yeah, it's
stuff.
definitely it's the algorithms for sure, but but it's still like getting it out more and more.
I mean, because the beauty of it with the internet, man, it's a lot of people don't realize, like, once it's on the internet, no matter if you delete it, all it takes is one share.
Yeah, bro.
And it's there
One person
forever.
to
Yeah, bro.
Screen record at the same time.
Like I be getting comments on and likes and shit on old posts, bro, from like 2 years ago now, like when we first started, like old ones, like so it's they're out there, bro, and people are still seeing them. They're still popping up on people's feeds. Like a lot of videos we're seeing, they're fucking months old. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it be. That's how the algorithms are. But what was a good thing about yours?
Shoot, man, just people showing the love with seeing the grind that I'm putting in, and they just, they reciprocating that, and like, bro, I remember you was doing this back in the day, and you still, yeah, we got a couple more things going, we doing this, ain't nothing stopping. Just because
While we're right here, talk about
yeah, so,
Everything you got going on, you was telling me a whole lot of shit.
man, so right now we got a little clothing brand and stuff like that. We got some bags. We got leather bags with the fingerprint
Can you pull that
scans.
bag up real quick,
Yeah,
bro? Can you do that, bro? That shit is. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. That it's a fingerprint lock.
And next time, don't say little clothing brand.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Speak,
yeah.
So I'm
speak
like,
that
You
shit
gotta
in
speak it,
existence.
yeah,
That
so
shit like that. Check
it's
this.
private property right here, so it's a fingerprint bag. I ain't gonna lock it, nothing like that, but put your fingerprint here, pop open. You know what I'm saying? Then they got a charger right here, so you got charging ports for on the go. Get this thing going.
And that's like a decent bag.
That
Yeah,
is
That shit is a
it's
nice
leather
bag.
You know, it's
Is that the
genuine.
one that kind of wipes, like, say if I put my computer in it or something like that, or my phone, it wipes the like the tracking almost?
Nah. I mean, but that's definitely. I never thought about that idea, but that's definitely a good one.
It's like a certain type of material that is like becoming like a new wave, and they're trying. I thought that's what you were talking about because I seen a couple patents trying to get to the government because the government's like, nah, fuck this, because you can literally put something in your bag and we can't track you. We don't know where you at because I mean, we all got cell phones
it's
and they
tracking.
know exactly where we're at. They know what we're doing at what time. So I thought that's what. I mean, that's still dope.
Oh, yeah.
That has a locking mechanism
Appreciate
and a charger. Because how many times do we lose chargers or don't
Yes.
have nowhere to plug them up?
Shit, where them shits break.
Yeah.
Like, I just broke a charger, bro.
Yeah.
Like, should be rough.
What made you come up with the idea?
Man, just actually was working with a guy. He already had got stuff started, and he was just like, "Bro, I need help. Like, I'm not really moving as much as I should. I don't know how to use the technology. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, this and this and that. But I know how to create. I know how to put this together. I know how to do this and do that." So I was like, "Well, I mean, if I'm gonna help you, like, let's just keep this together, do this together. Like, man, we for everybody. Like, and this is how black people should move. We should help each other. If I don't know something and you got a business and you can teach me something, I can teach you something. Like, let's just collab and do it like that." So,
True shit.
private property, we just all for the people. We always gonna be here for each other. Like,
Big
and
facts.
that's just how we coming.
Mark Cuban.
I like
Hope
that
you
shit,
see it. Mark.
That
Marky
is
Mark.
amazing.
Like, the fit is fresh. I fucks with it,
All
bro.
right, so yeah, we got the baseball jerseys. Just one of them.
You can't go wrong with the baseball jersey over the sweater. Like, that shit just,
Right.
it's like, it
It's
just
always-
turns into a whole thing. You know what I mean? Like,
And it's
turns
about to be
into a
baseball
whole
season,
thing.
too.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of colors, a lot of different stuff like that. We got the female bags too. It's leather. I didn't get to bring a female bag, but we got the female bags same way. Fingerprint scans, stuff like that. Different styles, colors, smaller version, wallet sizes. We got hoodies, shirts. We actually got shoes too. So it's like a Giuseppe type of shoe as far as the mold. But it's all leather. We got them all sizes and stuff like that. But next time I come out here, I'm definitely gonna bring a lot of that, more of that stuff, so everybody can start to see what we're trying to do and push it for the people. Like, it's time for black people to start wearing their own brands. And if you can spend all this money going to Nike and going in Gucci and going in, gallery department, all these different places and stuff like that, why you can't spend money? It don't matter where until that man gets to his storefront. Spend money. Like, it's everything is legit. Everything is, genuine. And not only is it genuine, people are really putting that work in to actually get this product and do this for the people. So it's like, why not? If it's a story behind it, why not? You spend. You don't know nothing about Gucci, but you gonna go spend it and go wear it. So I don't know. We just thinking like that, trying to come like that.
Yeah, bro. It's all how you push it, baby.
Yes,
And I already know
sir.
you push it, man.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Hard.
Where can we find this though? Like, is it?
Right now, you can find me. You could go to my Facebook page, Eric Harvey. So we trying to eventually, we'll have a website, a better Facebook page, a better Instagram and stuff like that. But like I said,
Think about like Shopify or something.
we trying to getting to that. Like, when I say we new, like it's new. Like, it's just we can't. He came hard. Like, you know what I'm saying. He already had a lot of stuff going. It was like, bro, like, I really ain't got to do too much, but just start talking. So. Yeah, that's where we at now, bro.
That's fire, bro.
No,
I
it
fucks with it.
is.
It's crazy, but we trying to do a lot, bro. We really are.
Keep it going, bro.
Now and then also, we got the little photography going on right now, all in the family. We trying to. Well, we did our first wedding in February. It was February 2nd. So we still editing pictures and putting stuff onto canvases and stuff like that. We just trying to do different stuff and just bring creativity back to the minds of people, bro. Like a lot of people, like bro was saying, like they're lazy. I don't understand why you don't feel like you can capitalize on your creativity. If you creative, like figure out what you really like to do and do that. Make a business out of that. If not make a business, like start trying to do things, around that. You can still work your 9 to 5, but on the weekends, if you do have the weekends off, or if you got a couple of days off, you need to be trying to figure out something like why sit and waste 24 hours or 48. You know what I'm saying? Utilize all the time that you have.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people ain't doing that. Oh, I need this time off. Okay, take that time off. But you know it's other people getting up and doing a whole lot more than banks. And on them weekdays,
Time don't stop just because you do.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you can keep being restful and trying to. Oh, I need this. Okay, man. The next person gonna have that bag, and you're gonna be sitting there. Oh, I wonder how he got that. Yeah, he got up. You didn't.
And yesterday's price is not today's price.
Of course.
That's a big fact.
Mhm.
Yesterday's price was yesterday's price. Today's price is today's price. But yeah, bro, keep doing your thing, bro. I'm proud to see that shit, man. I mean, you always been an entrepreneur type of motherfucker since I met you, bro.
Man,
So
just always grinding.
You know
Always
what I'm
trying
saying?
to find something else. Always.
for those of y'all who don't know, me and E had a little studio situation. He helped me get into my studio situation. You know what I'm saying? When we was over at Research Drive and shit. That shit was dope, bro. That was a dope experience, bro.
That right there, like.
Man, we was chilling in that bitch.
Bro, we was doing the most. I mean, but
we was in that
young
bitch
and
grinding though.
Creative and yes, bro, grinding.
We was
like,
grinding, bro.
Straight off of work, straight in there, making bread. Like, nah, it's this.
Sometimes we would spend the whole day in that bitch, just in there, just doing different shit. Sessions be coming in and out. Motherfuckers be, yeah, bro. We was in that bitch. But all right, so Tay, what was your goods?
I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor, so I guess that's a good.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that's just a broad, like.
I know.
Yeah,
it is
'cause,
a
like,
broad,
that was so broad.
And what
like,
aspect are you talking about? Like fruits of your labor? Like what have you been working for?
Yeah.
towards?
You're right. I'm speaking, I guess, in the aspect of family, household wise.
okay.
I've been having an issue with getting a set. No, I don't want to say set schedule because I kind of do have a set schedule, but a good organization flow that works with all of us. Because I feel like sometimes I be trying to force the boys to go with my schedule, and I gotta take into account that he might feel some type of way at certain times from school or whatever. So I gotta learn how to time certain activities, if you get what I'm saying. All in all, it's starting to work out. My boy, I don't want to say talking more, but he's expressing himself clearly to me. And like I told you last time, I've been having issues with his behavior. So I'm starting to see a little success in that with him. So
That's big.
That's good to see. Yeah, that's good. Good progression.
Sorry, mom things.
Hey, that's your life though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
It
all
is.
have different lives, and
I
that's
got
what I.
kids, so
That's
I
what I.
know
It's
that's a
cool to
real big
see.
thing,
It's like
yeah.
when you're able to just kind of come together and just kind of talk about what's going on in your life a little bit, because it's important to me to know that all my peoples around me are all right here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
don't get
Here.
to do that often. I feel like as people, and a lot of people don't check on their friends. They don't get to talk with their friends for real. Or you got your friends you check on, but you don't really let them explain themselves. You know what I'm saying? How are you for real? Like what's going on? Like what we doing now? How was your week? What was good for you in this week?
I
Shit
think
like that.
I think what happens is just like we all get so caught up with life because like no matter how hard you try to be like positive and stay on a good mindset, just life hits sometimes, bro. And like
Big old
shit
facts.
gets stressful because you got a lot of shit to take care of. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Especially all y'all have kids, so I know y'all have a hell of a lot of shit to take care of on a day to day. That's probably mad stressful that I don't know shit about.
Juggling
Like I just
multiple
told
you.
things
I really
at
don't.
once.
And-
Boy.
I almost missed an assignment today, so it was like,
Yeah.
And it's like, because me personally, I have all my own struggles that I deal with. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
that's life for you,
life be
baby.
lifing,
That's life.
boy.
It's cool just knowing, speaking about experiences, just that people can relate to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We all go through this, Joe. Boy, this ain't. It's
Hell
life.
yeah. My goods, man. More progression for myself. business has been picking up. You know, a lot of you guys ever like go through a situation where like you had a whole big obstacle coming your way, and like you were just like, shit, what am I gonna do to get by this? And then just this happens and that happens and this happens and that happens, and then you're able to just jump right over it. You know, that type of thing's been happening, and I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm progressing and continuing. You know,
Sometimes it feel like luck.
It
It be
do.
happening.
Right.
Like you see an obstacle and you like, man, how the fuck am I supposed to get past this? And then those opportunities come. And that's not necessarily saying that you don't work for those opportunities, but you put some type of time and effort in them,
Yeah.
but you forget about it, and then it hits you when you need it.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh shit. Like it feels like luck sometimes, like, man, somebody watching over me or something like that. But it's just like sometimes I think we forget about what we've accomplished to get this far. And so when we do see another obstacle that we have to pass, we forget, hey, you know, I got a lot of good things that I've already done, so I know that's gonna help with it.
Okay.
And it always they go tit for tat. It's all in how you look at it. Like if you see an obstacle right there, it's either you gonna lay down or you gonna figure out a way to get over that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I don't know what other people believe in. Me personally, I believe there's a higher power watching above me. You know what I mean? Who is always looking down, and when my higher power or powers see me struggling, they just know how to. They don't ever give me anything, but they'll give me opportunities to get what I need.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so to me, is like that's all I ask for. I also believe in good and bad karma as well. You know, I believe if you're doing the right thing and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, good things will happen for you. But if you're not doing the right thing, bad things are gonna happen. So me just trying to do the right thing, especially with all this bullshit DUI stuff that I had to deal with, trying to just do the right thing, stay on the right path, good things are happening, you know. So and I like that, man. You know,
Definitely.
what about bad, Dad? What's going on bad in your week, man?
Honestly, bro, I've been cutting off a whole lot of bad energy, bad mindsets. Anything that I might look as misfortune, I look at the positive side more than the negative. Because if I dwell on the negative, then it's going to consume who I am, how my thought process. And like I said, the older that you get, the more shit you just let go. Things that you just can't control, fuck it, let it go.
Bro,
It's gonna happen how it wants to happen.
I've been learning that shit. I've been kind of like trying to learn that as my time has been going on in the whole healing process of like the last few 6-7 months or whatever. It's that part right there. It's just like shit you can't control. You just gotta let it go and just worry about the things that you can control. Because you start to worry about things you can't control, that's where you start slipping on everything. Your attitude, your fucking just responsibilities. You know, you start giving up on opportunities. You know, just all just you know. So it's just staying in a strong mindset. You know what I mean? That was.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, empty the cup.
Yeah.
Empty the cup. When you know your cup is about to fill or about to runneth over, like the good book likes to say, dump that shit.
Cup to catch what you know what I'm saying, for yourself.
I wouldn't even say.
I'm going like that. Like
I'm saying like in a sense of negativity.
I get what you said.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you know that, okay, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to blow. Let that bitch spill over or dump it yourself. All right, cool. Can't handle none of that. Move on. Next.
I come with that second cup because I'm gonna catch all that. It's running over, but I'm not about to keep feeding into everything else. Like I done had a couple situations like this week like that. So it's like now what I'm doing, it's more so with family, but I ain't feeding into it. But I'm doing it different. Like I'm actually sitting back thinking like, how can I still do what I need to do and show people that I do care still for the family, but I'm just not about to move on your frequency. Like it's gonna be way different than what you ever seen, and it might scare you a whole lot. But I'd rather get that fear, so that fear can now turn to respect, because that's what I've been doing to you, is respecting you all this time. But you've been pushing fear, like I'm supposed to still fear you. I'm a grown man, like I'm not a child no more. This ain't that. Why you still think that you could talk to me this way and move this way? And when you say this, I'm supposed to move like that? No. Okay.
I think family do that a lot.
They really do.
They see you as this little child that they can control.
And they keep pushing them buttons.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to, at least.
Because the thing is, from a child to an adult, a child, I got to listen to you. I got to stay in a child's place.
Yep.
Once I'm grown and I'm taking care of my own bills and my life, feeding me, I don't give a fuck what you say. It's either I like it or I don't. I don't give a fuck if you like it or don't. It's if I'm cool with it.
Right.
When I go to sleep at night and I'm thinking like, damn, did so-and-so said this? Fuck that. Don't care.
Nope. It ain't what's making me sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sleep knowing that I took care of all my responsibilities. They sleep, they fed, they wash, they clean, everything else. You know what I'm saying? All that's like we were saying, that's stuff out of your control. The stuff that's in my control, I'm definitely gonna get all that done before the sun go down. I'm not worried about nothing else. I can't control that. So yeah, I'm catching all that up. Yeah, fill up. Yeah, I'm catching all the rest of that. Yeah,
pouring that shit out. Riante, further bad, or did you do your bad? I don't even
your
remember.
bad?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, for real. Like,
Tay?
I ain't trying to go into the details, but
right.
yeah.
Felt without going into too much detail, I realized that I needed to change a lot of things within myself. I found, I guess, and that's the thing. I don't want to say that's a bad thing.
It's
I only
not.
saying bad because in the moment when it was like, yeah, it's time to just like do a 180, 360, not 360. I was all depressed and down at that time. I guess that's why I say that bad. But other than that, like Ed was saying, it's just empty that cup out. Like now I just feel,
Feel better.
I don't know how to express. I don't know. Like free.
You're free. The change.
I'm free,
You're not shackled no more. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
you're free.
I
Let it
feel
run.
like a lot have been lifted off of my
Lifted.
shoulders.
Gotcha.
So I guess that's not necessarily bad. So I guess I ain't really have no bad this week.
You gotta go through a storm before you reach the sunshine. It'd be
yeah.
like that sometimes.
You gotta go through the darkness before you get to the light.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Was that it? Good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you have some more, go ahead. I wasn't sure.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good, buddy.
Okay. My bads. It's just life is just so stagnant. There's my bad. Just life is just so stagnant right now. So I need to make a change. For myself, like some way, shape, or form. Life's just so stagnant.
You just gotta shake it up. We gonna shake it up.
Yeah, that's all it is. I just gotta shake it up a little bit, man. So yeah, that's really it for me. All right.
I can feel that though, stagnation.
Yeah, it's just life be like that sometimes, but you do it to yourself. I've learned that shit. It's like life will become, if you become comfortable, life becomes stagnant.
So who said it? But he said when you get to the top of the mountain, but you're gonna be at the bottom of another one. So you just gotta keep climbing. Like you can't stay stagnant just because you think you got to the top. Ain't looking still another.
You gotta keep on climbing, motherfucker.
Something else, climb that.
That's because there's so many things that you can climb to the top of, like
exactly.
and so many things within so many industries that you can, it's just it goes deep, man. It goes real deep.
This thirst for knowledge, man. That's where we wrong at now. We ain't trying to learn no more.
Yeah. All right, so quick, let's just acknowledge the chat. Hello, Kia. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Mother. Hello, Eric's mother. Hello, everybody.
Hello, mothers.
Hello, mothers. All right, so we're gonna get into the topics for today. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so the first thing that we got for today, I'm actually gonna not start there. All right, so the first one that I'm gonna actually go to. So, have you ever? Do you feel like you ever? How do I say this? Do you feel like you've ever adopted a fear based off of somebody else who you were close to? Maybe they were afraid of it and they brought it up to you, which then made you start thinking about that fear and was like, dang, now I'm afraid of that type of thing. Have you ever adopted a fear from somebody else? Like, if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying, but I didn't necessarily adopt it. It's kind of weird. I could like feel myself fearing what they feared just to understand what it felt like.
Right.
But it still kind of wasn't like, nah, I'm personally not scared of that still.
Well, so, all right, so here's my person. So it was something that I never thought about, right? But there was somebody I used to hang out with, and whenever she was in the car, anytime we were next to like tractor trailers, she'd be like petrified. Right. So like if we were like driving like side by side with the tractor trailer, she'd be like, "Oh, hurry up, get past it." And I'm like, and so it didn't make me like be afraid of it, but now it makes me like
cautious.
Yeah, like way more cautious every time I'm around the tractor trailer because after like seeing her fear about it, it just made me think about all the bad things that could so happen to me being next to a tractor trailer, way more than I used to think about it. And so then it just made me like, let me get past this motherfucker. Like
That's like Final Destination.
Yeah, like
watch
motherfucker could be
that.
falling asleep on the wheel,
Yeah.
especially at nighttime. Like he could be falling asleep on the wheel or some shit. Like, nah, I don't want to be that guy. I'm just gonna screw on. Oh, dude, I gotta tell y'all some shit real quick. The other day, matter of fact, I have the video of it. I was driving to Research Drive to do a session, and there was I should have fucking sent it to myself, but there was a car on fire on the side of the road. Like that
Always some
shit was
crazy
fucking
shit right there by
Oh.
Research, bro.
on
There
fire,
was a car
fire.
on
Like
fire in
that
my neighborhood.
that shit was wild. Like traffic just
one-
started building up, and I was like, yo, what the hell?
That's crazy.
And this shit
I
just
don't
was
imagine what the fuck's
on
going on
fire. Yeah, I'll play the clip if I clip this out.
there. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was fucking wild. But anyway, yeah, that happened. But how are y'all feeling about this topic? Sorry, I went off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't let anybody else's fear bother me. I mean, like, for example, if Taves is scared of ants, well, I'm not scared of ants.
Right.
So right then and there, I don't give a fuck what she says of, oh, they
Yeah,
have, they have pinchers, or you look them under a microscope and they look like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I definitely
that's
feel that.
your fear. It's not my fear. It just, because then you're putting on more problems for yourself and you don't even understand why you have that problem, and it's because you're listening to somebody else's doubts and
Yeah.
fear. I'm not gonna put that on me. Now, can we talk about it? Like, if Tay, she's scared of ants, I'm scared of snakes. Maybe we can somehow correlate, and you know what? I'll hand you a ant, and I'll hand him a snake, and we'll work this shit out together. But
Fight our fears.
yeah, we'll fight our fears together. But other than
Fight our
that,
fears together.
I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm scared of this, and be like, oh man, I'm shook up. Like, no.
I feel like in the moment when a person come to you with that fear, like, oh, this and that, you genuinely like trying to understand what's going on with them. So you do kind of like, just for a second, like, what? And when you actually, man, like you said, I ain't scared of no damn ants. Like, man, you don't get your little ass on over there and step on that motherfucker, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now black people, we do have precautions, precautionary fear.
Right.
Like, if we see another black person running, we running because it's precaution. Why are you running at full speed? I need to run at full
I'm
speed.
trying to tell you, I don't know what you running from, but yeah, we're not gonna get caught
exactly.
together.
Now that's different.
I'm too
Right.
curious. That's where
Curious?
Yeah, I am a curious
Running,
individual.
we said a black man
Yeah, I
running full
know.
speed or a black woman running
know.
full.
I am not finna chase down behind them just because they running. I want to know why they running.
Ain't shit,
I got a problem.
Well, I'm just gonna run out the
Curiosity
way.
kills
He
the
can
cat.
keep running that way. I'm just gonna run over here
That's
and then
fine.
look and see what's going on behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna protect.
Yeah, I ain't
myself,
gonna hold
take
you.
them
I'm running
precautions.
too. If everybody
Yeah, I
running,
know
I'm
what.
gone.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not gonna run the same direction because whatever they run, if they gonna chase the masses, I'm gonna split off and run behind.
For real, for real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna run. I'm gonna try to run my own way the best I
Yeah,
can, but I'm running
yeah,
kind of in the direction everybody else is, but just my
real.
own direction.
I don't know. I still want to know what's going on a little bit. So it's like I'm gonna run, but it's like I'm still gonna be kind of like, hold on.
No, you can ask questions
I feel
while
like
you
gonna
running.
be the one to get caught. We gonna see what.
While you running,
Yeah,
hit that shit.
while we
What's
running,
going-
yeah, she
what's
got
going
caught.
on?
That's what we running
That's
from.
how they gonna get all y'all asses. All y'all gonna be chasing that one motherfucker that's running, and he gonna be chasing y'all to y'all damn death.
No,
all
I
because
split
he was
off.
running.
I split off, made a right, then a left, and then a left, and got behind what was chasing y'all. Now I'm going the other way. Y'all going this way. I'm going that way.
He said I got behind with Jason.
Yeah.
For real, for real. Now you ever been running in the neighborhood and you know your house is up first?
Yeah.
So you run in the house, then you looking through the blinds so you can see. Oh, okay, that's what was chasing.
Right.
You know, you just gotta be smart with everything. That's
It's
Exactly.
just mad funny. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I was playing this game on Oculus earlier, and it was like one of those like fucking backroom type games where it's like the fucking thing was trying to chase you. If it catches you, it'll chase you type shit. Bro, I ain't know the thing was that close to me, bro. I turned around, that bitch was in my like
See,
that shit
yeah.
scared the fuck out of me, bro.
That's,
I ain't even
that's
gonna
another
hold you.
reason why I ain't played the Oculus in a while. Boy, I done
Nah,
ran
that shit
into a
fun as a
wall
bitch. Hold
trying
up.
not to get chased by me. Boy, listen. That shit kind of hurt.
All right, so the next question that I got. All right, so this was something that I saw. I saw this quote, right? And it said, you're still a little boy if having multiple girls excites you. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't necessarily. Okay, before, I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe like a month or so ago, I would have been like, "Yeah, that's a little boy still." I can't necessarily say that's a little boy because multiple women excite him. I can say that he's probably less driven, but that doesn't necessarily make him a little boy. That might be one of his only issues.
So I want to.
And the thing is you. Oh, I apologize.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
If it's like you can look, but not touch too.
Right.
So it's like all of them can excite you, but that's just nature. So
Right. So, because my thought is like, how excited are you getting? Like, so are girls like, are you seeing another girl and getting like completely aroused to the point where like you have to fuck, or is it like you could see a beautiful woman, acknowledge a beautiful woman, be like, she's beautiful, and then just keep going on with your day, type of thing? You know what I mean? Like, how excited do you get, type of shit? So, to me, I personally think it's like if you are knowingly fucking with multiple bitches, like, and you're just not trying to like really take anything seriously, and you're just using chicks just to get what you want out of it, and then dipping on them and shit like that, or just like having one girl and then cheating on her with a million other bitches and shit like that. That's kind of wrong.
That's some immature shit. That's
yeah.
It's immature.
Especially there's a lot of
it.
fucking STDs and shit going around and all that.
If you
There's a lot of shit going on.
If you don't up front.
Yeah, if you don't take care of yourself now, in your sense when you said the STDs and stuff like that, now if you don't take care of yourself, then yeah, you're playing Russian roulette.
Definitely.
Now, with the whole statement, with these statements that come out, and because it's another thing that I've seen just like that, and you know, it's mainly females that come up with these ideas of how men are or how they're supposed to be or what they want. But if you have a reversal and tell them to be everything that they want, they cannot do it. So when I see women make posts like that, because I seen another one, it was just like, if he's always horny, he's gay.
What?
But this is coming from a woman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when I see statements like that, I personally get angry from it, because I'm just like, anything a man does that a woman doesn't like, it always reverts to he's gay. Mm-hmm. He's gay. He's gay. He's gay.
I want your opinion on this one though. I don't want to say always horny. That's stupid. But the like hypersexual ones, the ones that people might question into doing anything because they are hypersexual. I feel like that's where they go, well, he might be gay because of the today's time, you know?
Well, you have to understand what hypersexuality is. Like, for example, I am very hypersexual. Like, being around a woman that I find very, very attractive, like, physical features is on there, and intellectual, she might be smart. Like, I can hold a conversation, or, hell, any girl that does, like, cosplay and stuff like that, or likes anime, and she fine, got a good job, hell yeah, I'm trying to make you a mom real quick. I want you to be with me forever. You know what I'm saying?
Naruto,
but it's like when
watch
you...
the kids and feed them ramen. Oh, yeah.
But some women, and I'm just talking from a guy, from my standpoint, some women have an expiration date. You might be there for 6 months. Some. Most do.
Wait, what do you mean by that? I'm sorry.
Meaning, like, you might be there for that time where I might be depressed, and you're a person that deals with.
Oh, for you personally.
Yeah, for me, I'm saying for me personally.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So in my life, I might see a female and be like, damn, she like the party, I like the club. But then when you hit that growth spurt, and you're just like, well, I don't like doing that anymore. Is it still looked upon, I'm using you, or I just grew the fuck up?
Nah,
or I'm on to something different.
Yeah.
So you gotta, when that shit, when questions like that are being asked, you gotta ask yourself, who are you personally?
Yeah.
Now every guy's gonna be different. You might have a guy to be like, I'm trying to find that one woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to find that one. Now, if he goes on multiple dates, is that the same thing? Are you still using those women? You taking their time?
Well, I mean, what are you doing with these dates? Like, are you going on the date with the intent to just kind of get to know somebody, or are you going on a date like what is your mindset going into this date? Like, if you're going into it just like with the mindset of I'm just trying to fuck this bitch, then
it should be upfront.
Yeah,
it should be upfront, and then two, you can tell off of our woman's character how it's gonna be.
Yep.
Now, different settings is gonna allow me to understand a lot. Like if I'm walking down in the mall and you're wearing some cut off jeans and your ass cheeks is out, you got a push up bra, your titties out, your lips is shining, shit like that. I only want you for one thing. But if I see you, let's say I'm trying to buy a house. She got a nice, you know, suit on, or she got a dress on, or something like that, with the high heels. You know, women that professional,
casual going
they
on.
look nice, and
Okay.
you're just like, okay, cool. She's not something that I just can a one night stand. For her, I want to experience a date with her. I want to experience a conversation with her.
I'm with you.
And it's crazy you say that, because I was really just thinking about this the other day. Like, there are really just different types of women who have different types of purposes on this earth. Just like, I mean, there's different types of men with different types of purposes on this earth, right? But like, the way we as men have to look at it is that exactly. Like, there's specific women that I look at that I'm like, yeah, fuck, and that's about it. But then there's specific women that I look at and I'd be like, nah, you seem different type of thing. You know what I mean?
Completely honest. I feel like it's the same way with women, because I've experienced that myself. Where you just look at a guy and it's like, all right, you talking to him for a little bit, and it's like, all right, that might just be just a couple of times hook up, and I don't talk to him no more.
You about your business. You know, in the situation of females know.
Yeah,
they y'all see us from a. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the way they talk. You can tell the way they dress, how they carry themselves, how they approach you. Like a female can look at a dude. He might be, and I'm saying average for the females that I know what they like, tall, nice haircut, or something like that. Now that's probably somebody that they want to meet their mama. Now you might see somebody in the club or in the mall. Hey, ma. Hey, shawty, I see you. Yeah. And all you might see is grills, chains, and some dope ass clothes. So the only thing that goes in him, okay, he all right, but he got money. He got some type of funds.
That don't mean nothing.
To you though.
No, I'm
you,
saying
that don't
chains
mean nothing.
don't mean nothing.
No, I know.
But I'm saying some females, like
they
when you see them,
and that's what's gonna make them make their choice.
Like I have female friends that
females will look at a dude and be like, yeah, look, I'll give it to him right now if
like,
it wasn't all these people in here.
Little do you know, is his girl bought him that chain for Christmas,
or his grandmama gave him that chain,
and it could happen like that, but. You see it all the time, especially because social media is such a big thing with your personal diary. You'll see these females, oh, so-and-so, this my man. And then in a week, niggas ain't shit, da-da-da-da-da. It's because you was only looking for one thing and you thought you could fix it. He gave you he gave you everything that he was automatically going to give you in the end, the beginning to the end. But you decided in your head, you know what, maybe I can make him into a builder nigga or a builder man. And it don't work like that.
Man too, trying to go in that club.
Can't make a hoe into a housewife. Can't do it.
I was about to say the same. Like, dudes be trying to turn hoes into housewives for real. It's like, it don't really work that way, homeboy. Like, if she a hoe, she a hoe. She's gonna be a hoe until she doesn't want to be a hoe anymore.
With the cutoff
do y'all
shorts,
always
in the
know she a
produce
hoe?
section.
Yes.
Yay.
If a hoe's a hoe, just like if a dude's really out here fucking multiple bitches, eventually she's gonna find out. Like, come on now. Like,
you'll see the signs. You'll see the signs.
Like, he'll either slip up or he'll fuck with a shorty who was like, no, I'm telling her. Like, because she's either spiteful or she didn't know about shorty and then she found out. So now they just blowing up the cover or whatever the case is. Like,
you can tell by time when the time frame a dude hit you up.
Yeah.
You can tell by the conversations how quick or short or fast they are. Because when a dude really want to talk to you on the phone, let's not sit here and like we ain't all been young and we didn't had our feet kicked up on the wall. We sitting in an awkward position.
We falling flow like Fred Flintstone.
You know what I'm saying? And we falling asleep on the phone. That's something different.
Fucking walking around the house is like, yo, if I'm on a deep conversation on the phone, bro, I'll be walking around the house just picking up shit, just cleaning shit up. Like, I just be doing some random weird shit, just like 3 a.m, bro. I'll just be like in the kitchen, just wiping the counter down for no reason. Like, I'll do some weird shit if I'm in a deep conversation with a shorty I really like, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
When you know you like that person for real.
But it could also boil down to like just the interest wasn't there. So like going back to what we were talking about earlier, like the first time y'all meet, it could be dope. Like, y'all maybe met at a party or some shit. Y'all had great energy at that night, but y'all may have been lit or whatever. The time just may have been right for that moment. But then when y'all link up after the fact, y'all just really realize you don't really have much in common. Like so this shit just gets stale real quick. And if that interaction doesn't go well, even if y'all fuck, now just remember this, girls, guys, we're always down to fuck. You feel me? So if you gonna throw it at us, that doesn't necessarily mean that our connection is there. We'll just take the pussy. Like, am I wrong or am
That's like going to the gym. Shit,
You know what I'm saying? So-
work out? Yeah, that was.
Oh my gosh, I hate that about men.
That's
I'm just saying, like, I mean, she gonna throw it at me.
Push-ups,
I
you
know,
want them 60
I
push-ups,
know.
bitch,
I take
okay.
But
Let me stop.
yeah, opposed to that, just I just lost my train of thought.
We used to have, we used to have that though. Like we used to call it in the Navy, we call it boat eyes. Like same shorty that you wouldn't fuck with on shore. When you out to sea, you start to look at them and you start to really look, and you be like, you know what? Maybe you ain't
that
you
body ain't bad. That body ain't bad at all.
But as soon as you pop back in, you be like, you know what? This ain't even what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. I done seen it happen a whole lot of times.
Hell yeah. All right, so we'll go on to the next topic. So I know y'all saw the video of Drake kissing what's her name? Sexy Red stomach, her pregnant stomach and shit. How would y'all feel if you saw another man kissing your baby mom's stomach while she was pregnant? How would you feel?
In the first place, is it?
Well, first and foremost,
You going first question. You gonna start questioning? Right? I'll be like, hold up, is that
baby?
First and foremost, you can't take that type of woman seriously. Okay, you got to look at her characteristics, how she
I ain't
talks,
lying.
how she carries herself, how she tries to represent herself as a black woman to younger black women. So right then and there, I just wouldn't care because. Mind you, I wouldn't allow that to happen. As a man, as especially my girl's about to have a baby, I'm there 24/7 because I don't know when she's gonna pop. So right then and there, another man's in the room and he's not the father. Oh, it's a red flag for me.
So now, what if it was like a brother or something? What if like your brother kissed her stomach or something? Like
brotherly love, but I don't think no brother gonna be doing no shit.
Yeah,
like that,
I would maybe like rub her stomach.
My brother would.
Like I would rub like her stomach,
if y'all
but that's
close like that,
different.
That's
I think that's way different because I mean, like, were you open to people like rubbing your stomach when you were pregnant?
Certain people, like I was comfortable with people close to me doing.
Yeah, not like random people. I'm just talking about like people close to you.
I ain't have a problem with that.
Yeah, so I think a lot of women are kind of open to be, oh yeah, touch it, feel the kick and shit like that, whatever. But I think it's
And you got to think that was publicity for one. They had a dope song that they put out. They needed a video, and that was the intro. I think it was either the intro to their video.
Yeah.
So
it's just disrespectful, I think, as a man to like do that to me personally, but it's Drake and it's Sexy Red.
This the same guy that filmed smashing her and put it on.
Oh, that's her baby daddy?
Yes.
Oh.
So
Drake's her baby dad?
No.
Oh, wait, I was like, wait,
Sexy Red got. She didn't know she got exposed, but she got exposed on her own personal page. The dude that she was smashing, he posted it. So we seen her nut face and all that. So that right there.
That's wild.
I'm not. If I do that, if I want the whole world to see how I'm smashing you, or how you looking in your most vulnerable moments, I already don't respect you. Exactly. So I do not care.
You ain't lying. That's a fact. Cause I mean, me personally, anytime that I've filmed with a girl, fucking she was all in my face. I needed it to move. But anytime I filmed with a girl, I just kept it to myself, put it in my archives for a little while, deleted it later, watch it back at some point, be like, yep, I did that. Be proud of myself. And then that's how
then we come from a different era too. Like, bro, we was already doing that before all the OnlyFans and all that type of shit, and motherfuckers was getting exposed and shit like that way back when, middle school, high school.
On the back pages
and now you get money for it.
Yeah, that's
now you get the comments, you get the Nowadays it's all about the wow factor. So like you said, you made that a question for tonight's show because guess what? It was a shock factor for you. It was how could somebody allow this to happen? That's what they want because now once this goes on the internet and it gets clipped out, they get even more exposure. So I didn't even know this happened. Let me go back and look at the video. Yeah. That's what they want. They want people to talk about it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want, and that's.
You just fed into the agenda.
Yeah.
And you're not even getting paid for it. You're free
marketing.
promotion.
When they got caught up like that.
They really weren't thinking about it that deep, and everybody else then took it too far.
Now, I don't know. Look, because you have to look at it from this perspective, right?
Recorded. You knew.
Look at it from this perspective, right? So you have a big audience of people who watch everything you do, right?
You're a celebrity, you know.
Everything you do, people are gonna watch closely too. Like you're gonna have all the, especially main, like Drake level, you're gonna have mainstream media watching every move you make. So everything you do, you have to do it strategically. And Drake is a successful rapper who has been successful for a long time because he has managed to keep himself relevant through
Different acts.
through different acts, but not terrible acts, just dumb shit or just shit that people go through, that he's a celebrity, so he's going through it too. Like it's like, so him doing something like that with Sexy Red had to have been strategic for them. Are they dropping a song, or so they dropped the song, right? So they have music that's out together now. They might have a video about the drop for or whatever.
That was the video.
There you go. All right, there you go. I didn't pay that much attention, but that's my point.
Even if you watch the video, you can see who was serious in that moment, because her friend that was sitting on her bed, she was like, "Are you fucking recording right now? Are you serious?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her water just broke. But that right there shows you, okay, was it a time to record? No, but it was one of those moments. It's vulnerable. Let's do something with it. Because when you record it, it wasn't like it was on live. You had to record it. You had to edit it.
Yeah.
You had to put the right caption.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like Drake was saying, was like, I don't know, because you got to think about it. If you coming from a family, kind of like, you want to record, some people want to record moments like that. That's like memorable. So you can show it to them when they're older. So that might be something he thought, oh, we got to record this.
I mean, it is Drake.
Because he didn't post it.
It is Drake. Like, it's Drake. That's just like Usher rubbing up on everybody's girl. Like, it's Usher.
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie to you. You saying it's Drake, like Drake wasn't Degrassi Drake.
I know.
Like,
I'm saying, but look at who he is now. Like, it's Drake. Drake? Come on.
It is, and I get it. But I feel like some celebrities need to realize that not everybody play like that. I don't care about your name. Like, you try that on somebody else, baby mama that's serious, Drake gonna be on the t-shirt real fucking fast.
Nah, yeah.
They gonna host a nice ass funeral, because not everybody play like that. And how many rappers thought civilians played like that, and they got their ass handed to them?
But that's my thing. Why does it matter if he's kissing her stomach if they not together? Because if she was with somebody else, I'm pretty sure he was gonna be doing a little bit more than kissing the stomach.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
it would have been a hit.
She didn't care for her situation, and the baby daddy didn't care for his situation either.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, it's kind of one of those things where it was a wow factor. People wanted to talk about it. At the end of the day, they got what they wanted.
Yeah.
Now, if this was a regular degular, like we regular people, I'm pretty sure if you got pregnant right now, and your baby daddy was, let's say he at work or something, he saw a video of another dude kissing your stomach, all hell gonna break loose.
That's a fact. Because
all hell gonna break loose. It is not gonna be a happy delivery. Everybody gonna be stressed in that bitch.
Yeah.
Cause I'll be damned.
That narrative says otherwise.
You know damn well that shit gonna be a stressful situation.
No.
Fuck out of here.
It wouldn't, for one, because it's not like I'm just about to be letting anybody kiss up on my stomach just because of who I am.
But don't let this.
Like I said, if it's not
and it
your,
just happened, just click somebody in the corner. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Click.
if
like
it's not
shit.
grandpa, grandma,
Ooh,
brother,
hey.
uncle,
It has
whatever,
to be-
anybody
I don't-
touching you, no, it's a problem.
Dad?
It's a.
Get what?
I don't know, cause I never touched
So
bros.
my kids have a goddad, and he wouldn't even
I wouldn't either.
it wouldn't even click in his head to do no stupid shit like
But your
that.
kid's goddad is more so of your friend.
Yeah.
Exactly. What if the goddad is more so of the close friend to the mom?
Kind of close friend.
Lord, see, I knew that's where it was gonna go. Oh, wait a minute, she close friends with a
I just need to
man.
understand y'all relationship pretty much. That's it.
Because even then, I'm gonna have to be, for me to solidify my lady giving you the title of goddad, me and you gotta be cool in some type of. I don't give a fuck what past friendship y'all had. I'm here. Because if y'all was that close, you would have been the baby daddy. I mean, so with that being said, if we not friends, to be honest, we not friends. You don't get a title. Well, you can buy something. You can buy some diapers.
I mean, I don't think people really like understand like the full responsibility of a godparent. If you as the parent dies, that godparent can become very responsible for that child, all the way responsible for that child. So it's like choosing a child's godparent is super important, and you should be both knowing who the child's godparents are.
Like I be seeing people be having like, oh, this he got my kid got 3 goddaddies, 4 godmamas. How?
Right. I'm fine with one.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with having too many of them because at the same time, they say it took a village.
It takes a village, but at the same time, you gotta, like he said, if something happens to the parents, they're not gonna be like, oh, this person. Like, I'm gonna say for me, for example, I pick somebody that I feel is better than me. Mm-hmm. He is somebody that I would like to be. He's the total opposite than I am. Mm-hmm. Like how I'm dealing with my lust issues and stuff like that. He's solidified in his. He wants to be married. He wants to have his own kids. He wants to. He went to college.
But you got to think worst case scenario. What if he's not there?
What do you mean?
What if the time frame comes around that you're gone, and you want that person to be godfather and step in, and that person's gone too?
Oh, they're gone. Then they go to a family.
Yeah, I mean,
they can't really. Yeah. Okay.
Well, see, you just killing everybody off. Like I'm not. No.
But I'm saying no. But I'm saying because if the godparents just aren't there, like they're just like not around.
Then
like,
why'd you make them?
Well, not just that. I'm saying. I mean, life happens. You know what I'm saying? People have their own lives and shit. So it's not like they're completely tied down to this situation. They'll get asked first, most likely, about the children if the parents were to die or some shit, or like the parents didn't want them or some shit or whatever. They, you know what I mean? But
family member that can actually get the kids.
But yeah, if they dip, then I mean, they're not responsible for the motherfuckers. Like that's not their problem, to be honest. Like,
I get
like
that's the
relationship. Personally, I think that if you do have godparents, they should be close. So like my godmother, I was pretty close with when I was growing up, but like I didn't really know my godfather really too well. So like I've seen him a few times in my life, but like my godmother, I used to sleep over her house all the time. I grew up with her, so she was there, but I didn't like, she didn't have to be, but it was like her and my, her and my mom were best friends or whatever. So they had a great relationship. Yeah. So that's just what it was.
She took her role a lot more serious. I mean,
than most.
You got a lot of godparents that do like, and they do take. I ain't gonna lie. Like I seen a lot of them like really take their role so serious. Like it's like they showing up for games. They're actually buying birthday present, big stuff. It ain't no little stuff. Like they making sure you want to have a party. You got the venue. You got this. You got that. Like they're going out of their way to make sure that this child knows that look, I'm here. I love you. I'm gonna be here for you. So
there was
got a lot of those.
There was this time my brother, he was playing football and he had broke his hand in the game, right? And she was there and she had we had got in her car and we started driving, and Ellenville was like 30 minutes down. It was like we were 30 minutes away from the hospital type shit, but she had ended up pulling up behind a cop car, and she had like just read the plates, and then she had called because she was dispatched. She worked for dispatch at the police station or whatever, and so she had called her dispatch or whatever. She's like, can you tell this officer I need an escort, and the cop just his lights go on, and we just start fucking zooming, dude, like mad fast following the cop, and then he brought us to the hospital or whatever and got my brother there mad fast. But like that was, it was just the fact she was able to be there to do that for us, because my brother's hand was fucking like broken, dude, bleeding and some other shit. So yeah, his shit was all fucked up. But yeah, that's a responsibility that godparents should be there in the child's life.
And like if you can't call them up and be like, hey bro, look, it's an emergency, and they don't get there, then the title needs to be not necessarily taken away, but it's got to be, hey look, maybe we should think about some things and stuff like that. Like you said, you're not obligated, you just took on a title, but I gave you this title for a reason because I do trust you. So like I said, like everybody has their different motives and who they assign to their kids. if you're gonna give a title, don't give it away because they just a best friend and we used to party and drink together.
Yes.
Nah, you gotta see
that person that title just because y'all been cool like that.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta see their personalities. Like, how do they handle obstacles? How do they handle situations where they fucked up? Are they the ones to get through it, or they ones to succumb to the bullshit?
Yeah.
Everything, every aspect.
Accountability, all that shit.
Yeah, that shit makes me think about my situation. I mean, I have a guy daughter, but I was never like officially like did the whole process of I don't really know how that all works.
I
to
don't
be
think
honest,
there is
but
a real process.
I do have a goddaughter.
but
I haven't really been active in her life
Yeah.
though, like because me and Ace don't talk as much,
Got you.
like
okay.
and so I haven't really been as active in her life since, and so that just kind of makes me think about like things that I'm saying right now, like I should probably
you gotta reach out. That part, like you really gotta reach out.
She don't even know me for real. Like she doesn't even so
time happens, things happen, life happens to all of us, bro. So
I just know there was a time where I used to watch her, and now it's
remember.
way different.
Well,
I haven't really seen her, and God knows she's fucking walking and
talking,
and she's moving and grooving now. So yeah, man. I mean, Ace is gonna be coming on the show in a couple weeks, so that's cool. I'll be able to reconnect.
I need to be there for that. That'll be lit.
All right, so we're going to the next. All right, so if you were on a date with somebody and they were taking pictures like the whole time of their food, themselves, just kept checking themselves on their phone and shit like that, is that disrespectful to you, or are you just looking at that as like, it's whatever? Like, how would you react to that? And if a dude was on his phone or just not really paying attention, is that like disrespectful?
I mean, if he's just like not paying any attention at all, it's just gonna make me not want to pay no attention, and I'll just be ready for the date to be over. I mean, I guess it is kind of disrespectful, but I guess I don't look at it as disrespect. I look at it more so, well, what did you take me on a date for?
Yeah. Well, I guess
probably
like
got
just
free food out of it or
so
something.
like, well, because it's different. Because girls are like more susceptible to like taking pictures of their food and all of that shit. Like, because I've been on a bunch of dates with a bunch of girls who were just like, food picture. Like, I don't really know the
generational shit. Like, when the hell did we start?
Like, we
really
all have to
doing
Instagram what we're doing at all times. To me, it's just like one of those like, all right. I mean, I've caught myself doing it too, though.
Yeah,
so
I was
like,
gonna say I done took
I've
a
caught
picture of some nice
myself,
meals.
And I'm glad you said that. You get 2 pictures during the date. 2 pictures. If it's a new venue that you've never been to,
Right.
find you somewhere your aesthetic, you know what I'm saying, where your outfit blends in or looks nice at.
I feel that.
Take your picture. I ain't never been here before. This is a memory for me.
that part.
2, I'm getting something new off the menu. I'm not doing no hamburgers, no steak, no hot dog, no nothing. If I ask for the Blue Lagoon Filet Mignon, I ain't never had that. I ain't never seen it. I don't know what it tastes like. They might bring it to you, and then when they get to the thing, they might set that bitch on fire. That is an experience that I might not be able to remember, but I want to record it. That's why I say you get 2. Now, if you're on your phone or your phone's ding 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 ding, and you constantly looking at it, whatever like that, as a dude taking a female out, guess what? I'll pay for the meal. I'll give you a great conversation, but do not expect me to hit you up after that date.
Yeah.
Because I know where your time's going to lead to. And that goes for guys as well. If your shit's ding, 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 or better yet, guys, red flag. You go out on the date and you flip your phone over.
Fuck yeah.
And you flip your phone over. It's a red flag, bro. We all know in relationships that that's what we do to hide messages and stuff like that. You flip your phone over, that's the red flag. Better yet, put your shit on silent, set it to the side, give it to the waiter or waitress.
Well, for me, it's like just habit for me to just put my phone face
I flip
down.
mine over by face down.
Like even when I'm alone by myself, all that, bro. I'm always putting my phone face down a lot of times.
But my flash is on, so like as soon as I get a message, I'll go ahead and flip it back over.
That
so
shit,
I'll be like, yeah, that don't happen no more.
I don't know how y'all do that flash on the phone shit. That shit is so annoying.
It's Team Android. We don't do that.
That shit is so fucking annoying.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. At one point, I was having like this whole phantom vibration situation after I had my kid, and I would feel and hear vibrations that weren't really there. So I put the flashback on because that's actually a message.
So hold on. No, I
vibration?
think I actually like as far as hearing vibrations that aren't actually there. Like I could like sometimes like I'm playing the game or something, and I like have my phone here in my pocket, and I'll feel like it's vibrating.
Yeah.
But it's really not, and
I
I'll
can
be
hear
like,
sometimes.
yeah, like
and
I
it's
could just
nothing.
feel
I be
it.
hearing
Yeah,
that shit a lot at home for some reason. I be hearing like something is vibrating. I be like, man, well, first of all, I know where both my phones at.
yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got no weird ass toys or nothing like that going off in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Bad. Stop it. Stop your shit.
Yeah, because I definitely was just like, oh, you want some freaky, freak deep shit, like. Because I guarantee you, the first vibrate I feel on this couch, I'm out. I'm gone. I got no time for
like,
bullshit.
Like I said, I got a bunch of devices, bunch of, you know what I'm saying, all types of little shit. So it's like
Knickknacks and paddywhacks.
yeah, like, we was talking about gadgets and shit. I get excited about little gadgets and
Yeah.
shit. My little flashlight over there. It's still on too, Hank. Yeah, so you know.
We was talking about this earlier. Like the older you get, the more like excited you get about dumbass gadgets
Just
and shit that
simple
you
shit.
find on like Amazon and Temu and shit. Like you just find all these stupid ass little gadgets
And
that
they
mean
just
nothing,
make
and you're
you
just like, I
happy.
want this, I need this, and then
I
you
ain't
just
gonna-
buy it.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a dude that I work with, and he was just like, bro, I got this fucking flashlight, and he's talking about the lumens and all this, and
Yeah.
it come with a taser, and I'm just like,
Damn, what
I
kind
don't-
of
I
See,
don't-
yeah,
Cool
that's
flashlight.
like my cousin Bobby, bro. Like he be getting all these fucking knickknacks, bro, and they just cause he builds shit, bro. Like he built a fucking drone, like from scratch.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
from
yeah.
scratch.
that's a
Bro
young
is like
Tony
that.
Stark. I fuck with
Yo,
that.
bro has been like that since we were kids, bro. He
That's
built
lit.
a power supply for an Xbox out of like fucking, I don't even know, computer parts, bro. Motherfucker was just a genius, dog. But
That's smart as
fuck it,
hell.
yeah, he's always just like, hey, I got this. I'm just like, why? But now it's just like the older I get, bro, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't even need this, but I want
it.
it.
just want it,
I want
right?
it so bad.
But see,
I just want
those type people, you want to hang around them because those the ones that's gonna create something
Yeah,
for
Bobby's
the future, and they gonna. You want to be
Right. there.
Bobby's
just
not
wanna
even
be-
like
Yeah.
like you just said with the
Yeah.
backpack.
Yes,
You
sir.
want to be around somebody
Yeah.
that knows how to
shit.
do that.
Yes, sir.
Bobby's not even like blood to us. He's just we call him our cousin because he's just been in our life for A, so long, and B, so much. Like when we were growing up, Bobby was just always there. Like so he's
So-
just cousin
You know what
Bobby.
that
It's a
sound like?
brown
Brother.
thing.
That sounds like a black man.
Yeah, so I'm
You a
saying it must
black
be a
man.
brown thing because is it the Hispanic part of your? Well, yeah.
I mean, Bobby's white. Like,
Oh, Bobby's white.
Bobby's whiter than
Oh,
white.
well,
I ain't
But he
know.
came from a black man.
I mean, no, it just sounds very.
Nah, Bob's dad was white.
Because I swear,
The
for
Caucasus
goodness,
Mountains?
black people be having like
That's
From the
not
mountains
that
of
deep.
Caucasus. From the
That's
mountains
not-
of
that's
Caucasus.
a whole nother podcast. Let's not
Okay.
breaking down those two separate.
Gotcha.
Jesus.
Y'all are it. Sorry. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one because we took that shit all the way left. But
You
it's
break
all
down the
good. It's
Caucasus
all
Mountains
good.
and why they got
The
their
mountains of
name.
Caucasus.
Oh Lord.
We could, we could talk about. We was already here.
The
Here.
main tongue and all that. How they split the 12, bro. Come on now.
Wait, what are we? What?
The 13 we supposed to have, but we got the 12. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the months?
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about a whole lot. But
If
I'm-
we're being
I'm so
honest,
lost.
Ethiopia still has 13 months.
Mm-hmm.
well, not even that. We talking about just the original
there's-
original Pangea.
You guys want to hear some crazy
There was
shit?
another landmass before Pangea.
There is
Yeah, we was already-
still
like I said, we was
tribes to
already
this
here.
day that are out there that
Morocco.
are still like fucking bow and arrows and spears.
But
and-
yeah,
But those
and
are
see-
the smartest people. 'Cause
and-
they
and I-
still
and I'm
off
glad-
that
They know how to
primitive
survive,
stuff.
I'll tell
I'm
you
so
that.
glad that you
if
said
the
that.
world turns to zombies, they gonna be straight.
Not even that. I'm so glad that you said that because it kind of reverts back to the original question of, do you need like a 9 to 5 to make yourself happy? Those people, all they're there be family oriented, and I gotta hunt to eat.
We got
After that, they don't care about the internet. They don't care about celebrities.
gathering
There's
and
like
shit.
a
These
island.
motherfuckers ain't worried about nothing else. They
There's a-
worried
what's
about
a- what's a
motherfuckers
bill? What's
leaving them the
taxes?
fuck
It's a whole
alone.
island where it's like,
Come on now.
no,
Bro,
that's they
you
like
know
you
how
fly
to
get
over
this
them
work
and
done.
they will like be like looking at you like, nah, get that plane away from it. It's like
No,
they done
that's
said
what
when
I'm
people go
saying.
and they
It's-
killed you.
It's
nobody
like these
comes back.
motherfuckers are so content with how they live that anybody who tries to go near them, they're just like, nah,
Yeah.
back the
You gotta-
fuck up.
Because
That
they
shit
see,
is.
already
they see
know.
the evil. They know the evil with.
I
within.
believe it 100%, and that's why I'm like, these people are going to be the ones to outlive us all because they've been living this way for a long time. Like, these aren't fresh new, just came out. No, these motherfuckers have been living like this for a long time, and they never, like, their advances are, like, I guarantee you, if somebody were to really go in and explore where these people live, were to have the opportunity, they would probably see some shit, like fucking made in the jungle shit that nobody is like.
Joe Rogan brings those type people on the show, right? The ones that actually get the clearance to go to these villages and stuff like that. And every one of them come on the show and be like, I'd rather stay with them than come back to what I'm dealing with. I was like, and then, you know, I did some more research, like,
Especially
America,
some African villages and shit. Like over in Africa, a lot of them like low poverty villages and shit, bro. They'll show you like they seem like they really.
It's only low poverty because that's what we think. They ain't low in poverty.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. No, I'm sorry.
The only thing I was saying was it's just because America is so ass backwards. Like, and we can switch the topic after this. But
no, you straight.
America is so ass backwards because we left a country because we didn't like how they were taxing us, right? So we found a new land or an unoccupied land, so to speak, quote unquote. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. Yep. But we're going to try to make it. But that is the logic.
We did it 10 times worse.
Exactly.
We did it 10 times fucking worse, I can guarantee.
I don't like kings and queens that stay in office forever through a family. Let's make presidents.
Sometimes I be thinking though, like, was it really just like, oh, we just trying to get away from Texas, or was it them shipping off their misfits to go figure out what that newfound land was about and to start a new settlement for them? And then after they started the settlement, it was like, hold on, we don't want to keep paying taxes to y'all. And then of course they did the Boston Tea Party and all of that. But I feel like from the jump, it was like America was the land of misfits. Like, this is where we sent everybody that we didn't want in our country no more.
Yeah, it was the motherfuckers that just motherfuckers that couldn't get with the program. Yeah. But the same motherfuckers that couldn't get with the program created their own program.
Exactly.
And that's why it's fucked up now. And that's why so many people tell you, hey, why don't we find, how many times, and we said it on the show, how many times have we said, if we just get a group of people, we can go and do the same thing, or we can have our own thing. Why? Well, because are we going to be different, or are we going to try to take what they gave us and switch it up just a tad bit to work in our favor?
If you really look at the dark history of how shit was really done, like, America was built up on pure evil.
Yeah,
like,
they break whatever was already here, they destroyed it, rebuilt it for themselves. Not only that, when shit started to go better for the people that was already here, you bomb their shit, get rid of their shit because they don't need you. So America makes it to where we need the government. It don't matter how good you do and be successful and stuff like that. If you don't listen to them, they will take that shit from you. Period.
And they gonna figure out ways. They might not.
They need us.
It might not even be.
They need us, but they gonna make it look like you need them.
Yeah, that's that fear tactic.
Yeah, and that's how it's been for years, and that's why they've been able to do the things they've been able to do because people fear them. People don't believe them. People question the government more than anything. But when you question something that much, it puts a sense of fear into you. Like, hold up, these motherfuckers are making people disappear. Like, there's just a whole lot of things going on up there that we
living in this.
We just like, what the
now.
fuck?
Like,
we really don't know, and we never will.
Now. There's only a few of us. That's the Neos and all the Morpheus and all that shit. But like everybody else, even if you tell them what's going on, they like, I hear you, but
I'm getting taken care of.
Yeah, everything is like, why would I go against the grain? Why would I do? I hear what you're saying, but it just doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna keep walking like this.
It's just, I put it like this to break it down for everybody that's listening out here. It's just like, how would a woman say it? A narcissist, in a sense. A narcissist.
Why would you say that's how a woman would say it? I hate that. Why
a woman would say
thing?
a narcissist because a man would flag this and be like, you really think you can do this on your own? I feed you, I cook for you, I do this, that, and the third. You really think you can do this on your own?
That's not what makes a narcissist a narcissist.
Okay, well, please explain, Miss Lady.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, what makes a narcissist a narcissist? A lot of times people don't. Okay. A lot of people will say, "Oh, you're a narcissist," and it's not true. I feel like a lot of people. I feel like almost everybody have narcissistic characteristics. But what?
No, I'm saying I gotta make an off the rails sound button, so like when we go like off the rails, we just like click it, and then so that people know that it's gonna go off the rails. And
right?
Then,
no, really though.
Anyway, continue.
No, I do feel like like take for instance, it's like having like a godlike sense of yourself. It's like never. It's like you don't really humble yourself. It's hard for you to see yourself in anybody else's shoes. You refuse to.
You're like a
and
Rick.
those people, huh?
You're like a Rick.
Yeah, and it's like they pretty much. Rick is like the supreme narcissist, and it's like you hold no accountability. It's like if when they try to hold you accountable, it's like you know this happened because you da 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 da. No, it didn't. It happened because such and such and such.
Yep.
And Rick does that. Yeah, that's a narcissist. Yeah,
I feel like sometimes in a relationship, a guy or a woman can hold that person captive because of what they can bring to the table, and that's what America does to the people. Hey,
And they
look what we
say
doing over
stupid
here.
shit
You
to
think
you.
you can go to Switzerland or Africa and do the same thing? They won't. You can't even go to Dubai and smoke weed. We might lock you up for a couple months or years, but at least you can still smoke. Them motherfuckers, they'll keep you for life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those types.
Life might be so much more peaceful over there that I wouldn't even think about picking up a nail.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's America, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, our country's just a big ball of shit. We're a laughing stock in the rest of the world, and
Big
God
booties and we
bless
sell
America.
guns.
Golly, and God bless our fucking president. Jesus Christ. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
No,
Go ahead.
no more government shit. But you know what I wish would happen though? Because we talk about extraterrestrials and stuff like that.
Shit,
I
dinosaurs come.
I wish aliens would come to Earth or some type of higher being come and wipe everybody's theory on what's right and what's wrong.
You know what? It's crazy you say that.
Break that shit down.
Because, bro, I have had that same thought. That same exact thought. That, like, I wish that something could just tell us, like, we've been watching you guys for a long time.
Fucking up for millions
and I'm
going
to tell you guys like this. Your planet's about to go. Like, we have been monitoring. We have all these things to monitor your planet. Your planet's about to be fucked.
You know, they say
this is the truth of life. Like,
they say that they already did that, but the government knows all of this. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. But somebody comes out and be like, you know how you individuals are so petty that y'all fight over skin tones or religious beliefs. How about this? We're not gonna just make one race or one religion a slave. We finna make all y'all slaves. We finna eradicate most of y'all. We about to tear down y'all's government and show you how small you are.
But why do we need an alien society to really tell us that we're all slaves if we're honestly we are all slaves?
I wasn't even saying any of that part. I was just saying an alien civilization, like an alien civilization just comes and is just like, listen, we have been monitoring your planet. We have honestly full control of everything that's going on, to be honest. We know what's going on. We know this, we know that. We have full control over everything. This is the way, this is really what's going on. The truth behind everything. This is life. This is how everything was started. This is how the solar system was started. This is how your planet was started. This is really how Earth or humans were put here, or how humans evolved here, whatever the fuck. Like, they really just, because if you ask me, all of history, if you ask me, not all of it, but a lot of history, I'm talking like billions of years ago history, is all theory, if you ask me. It's all like, all right, so we found fossils. We can do all these tests to see that it dates back to however long ago, but it's, I mean, that's all just information that people were just like looking in a microscope one day. It was like, oh yeah, this was from 14 billion years ago.
Shit, how you know that?
It's like you said, it's all theory based, and from somebody's theory, they bring it to the masses and make it a fact.
And it's all science. They put these theories in, like the Big Bang Theory, like in a textbook, and kids are learning a theory. Somebody's thought. This is what I think is happening. That's all a theory is. A theory is literally just, this is what I think is happening.
And that's what I think is funny. Gravity itself is the biggest theory there is, but so much is surrounded around it.
But like I said, these conversations could go forever.
They could,
because everybody has their own different opinions. Everybody has their own way of thinking. Like, people are going to see these clips right now, and they might look at us like, y'all are a bunch of idiots, and it's proven in this book and this book and this book. But guess what? Guess what? That's why we are giving the law, the First Amendment, freedom of speech. We can say, I still to this day, I don't even understand laws, how motherfuckers can tell you have the freedom to speak. Bitch, I can speak if I want to. Like, the concept of telling me what I can and what I can't do, like the limits of how far I can go in my own life.
Motherfucker might could tell you what you can't do, but they can't tell you what to think.
Like anti-Semitism.
You got to be able to think. That's
Crazy.
That's the
That'll
part.
always drive me nuts. Don't say nothing bad about them, but you can say the N-word all day.
Yeah.
Shit goes deep.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. These conversations, they go deep, and they're gonna forever be deep because
There's no
group,
ending.
no group mass can ever come together and be like, you know what, that kind of makes sense. I fucks with.
Yep.
Now, do I agree with it? Nah, but it's cool.
Well, I think the biggest part of it is nobody wants to accept everything. Nobody wants to accept everybody. It's like, because when you say a whole big mass, that means a big mass group of people who are one thing, right? That's like, so you have black people who I feel like don't fully want to like white people, and white people don't want to fully like black people or accept each other's way of life and cultures, and just I feel like that personally has a lot to do with it. Like,
that's my thing.
We still
we don't want to accept each other.
I feel like that's my thing too, though, because sometimes I feel as if I can understand, but I don't necessarily have to accept. Because I feel like once you start to accept something, it's like you are taking on their belief.
But
so it's like I can understand why you do this or why you da da da, but I personally don't accept and agree with your way of life or what you're doing. But I understand it and I love you regardless, type thing, and just moving on.
But it's not always like that with everybody, because like it's just like when people adopt something from a different culture. So like how they recently were saying, you know, black people had country music first, which is a true statement. Black people did have country music first, and then white people took it over. It's like, why are you looking at it as like a negative when you should look at it as more of a positive? Like, you were able to influence the opposite color of your skin who has downplayed you for a long time. Clearly, we all know everything that's happened. So they've downplayed you for all these years, but now they're taking from you because they are like, hold up, this is actually good. Like,
because they've always been taken from us and not giving us our credit.
Well, it's not even a credit thing. It's the way you just put it.
Yeah.
Look how you put it. When someone says I created it, or that group created it, it gives them that sole proprietorship of that's theirs. But if you say we were an influence on that genre, so it gives a better. Like,
let me ask
y'all didn't necessarily take it, but we influenced it. And y'all made it y'all's.
Are you guys able to tell me who exactly said that white people created country music? Can you guys tell me who said that? Who said those words out of their mouth? So why is this the assumption that white people just said that we had country?
You just said it. I don't know.
No, that's what I'm asking, because what you guys are assuming is that white people said that, oh no, we had country first. Maybe that's not what they said. Now, maybe what they said was we have this country artist who is becoming popular, and then popularize that white artist opposed to the black person, because clearly things were different back then.
Well, I was saying in a music standpoint, musicians back then, black folks could put out a great ass album, but to sell to the masses, they might need to put a white face on there for them to sell it. Some people are they're so stuck in their own ways that they can hear good music, but they won't accept who it comes from.
That part.
So I don't think that might not be it. It's not that they don't accept it. Maybe it's just that they just never acknowledged it. Like, they just never was just like, yeah, well, I got this inspiration from this. Because look at like the Elvis story. Like, Elvis got a lot of his inspiration because he was in black churches. He was around black people a lot.
He took a lot of those black songs.
Yeah,
he did, and he did indeed, and he did. But he did it. But do you think that he did it out of disrespect, or did he do it out of inspiration because of the admiration that he had for black people and black culture?
But that's my thing. If you have admiration and true respect for the black culture, you would have not even if you didn't even have to bring him on stage with you. You could have just shown some type of acknowledgement.
I mean, he did.
That's the acknowledgement.
Did you guys not watch the whole Elvis movie story? All of that, like, he did acknowledge. He even would go back into like.
Okay, let's put it.
He would go back into old fucking like nightclubs that he used to go to before he blew up and all that, and he would still like, you know, jam out with the people he, from the place he came from. Like,
let's put it in the perspective that you would understand it. Say you, for example, you got Hey Monty on the beat. You got a certain type of. You know what I'm saying? But you have a certain You have a certain way of how you do things with your music or how you create.
Okay.
Let's say kind of you die early, right? You die early, and somehow I get all your your songs, your drives, your flash drives, and shit like that. The only thing I do is it's A on the beat. Da da da. Now the people know that motherfucker, that's not you, that's Monty. But for everybody else that I'm promoting it to, all they see is my face. That is what kind of happened to the black culture. With music. It's just like y'all are taking so much. You're taking so much credit for certain things that you didn't do, or you didn't necessarily. You probably made it better. Like there's a lot of black inventors that we only hear about on Juneteenth or Black History Month, February, which is one of the shortest months in the fucking year. We see all these characters building the first cell phone, the first air conditioning, the stoplight, the cotton gin, and then we see the innovators taking the influence from that, making it better, and then just like, yeah, we did this. No. You caught the idea from this person, like fucking what's her name? Aunt Jemima. I'm a butcher. Aunt Jemima.
What about her?
Like, have you seen, like, when you always see her in Walmart, right? You see her smiling, happy black lady, and you know the syrup tastes good. But if you see the actual original photo, they got her shackled to the table, and she's forced.
You know, the original Aunt Jemima was actually a white man performing blackface.
Not that big woman that I seen.
No, I was actually just watching
Jemima was a person from Walmart. What are we talking
it's
about?
A syrup
lady.
It's a syrup. No, they said they originally got the
Miss
idea.
Butterworth?
No, not Miss Butterworth. Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima.
The real chunky lady with the bonnet. I mean, not the bonnet, but the bandit on her head with the apron on.
You said Miss Butterworth.
If you see the
that's
actual
another one. That's another syrup.
But no, that ain't the black lady.
If you see the photo, she was a slave. She was chained up.
Yeah, I know that picture you're talking about.
But to this day, you think Walmart would put her history or like give her a little panel talking about who she was as an individual? They won't do it.
They'll tell you about the most recent
I just feel like life has become so inclusive with everybody, but I feel like right now it's being inclusive in the wrong ways. Like, instead of, because I do kind of feel y'all on the aspect of like, it seems, especially as of like the LGBTQ community, they're trying to include them more into everything than black people, like acknowledging black people for things that they've done and shit. So I can understand y'all's frustration as far as credibility, like, as they won't like let you guys be the credible ones who paved the way for a lot of these things. But that's where hip hop comes in, of course, and you can't deny that black people created, ran, popularized, and monopolized hip hop. You know what I mean?
Culture is the world culture. Everybody wants to be black.
But that's what that's their main point. That's their main point. Their main point is to focus the negativity on real broad things. Like, we've been in a race war for hundreds of years. Now that we're kind of, you know what? I can talk to a white dude and be like, "You my bro." I can look at a Mexican chick and be like, "Hey sis." I could do that and we can mix our cultures. Now that the ones that are really controlling, really playing the chessboards, now they're looking at it like, okay, cool, we can't use this anymore. This ain't working. So what's the next thing that we can use?
Gender.
Sexuality.
Yep.
Sexuality is the new thing we can use now. Yep. Now we can use, or you're not treating gay people right, and I'm non-binary, and there's 7 different genders, and there's this and this. So it's
and then you got to take in effect the gender war where men against women, because that's implemented into it as well.
Yeah, I just feel like the bigger corporation, I feel like a lot of it has to do with entertainment too, but like the bigger corporations are really aiding and putting everybody against each other, especially big social media platforms and shit like that are really all aiding. There's a big equation into this aid, but if you keep society divided, they'll never grow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. And we were talking about that earlier too. Like, if everybody could just, but that's what we were saying though, is this race war ever gonna end? Is there ever gonna be an opportunity or a time that people are gonna be like, you know what?
Yeah, when the government crumbles.
Yep, it gotta be something.
Not even
big
that.
And
No.
to happen.
But that's the thing is the government won't crumble if we don't all come together. I think that's
not even about the government. You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why the race thing is coming to an end? Is because back then, a white woman was not allowed to sleep with a black guy. A black guy was not allowed. to sleep with a white woman.
That part.
Wasn't allowed to. Hispanic race didn't want to mix with African Americans.
Yeah.
But it is still true. But guess what?
Happening
At the end of the day, by 2100, most cultures will already be blended. We're all going to be a darker pigment, which we were in the beginning. Everything's leading back to where it used to be. Regardless of the separation that we tried to have, it's going back to that. So now that the people that's playing the chessboards, they're playing chess, they see it, they understand it. In another 50 fucking years, we're fucked. What are we going to do now? Now we have to play it on sexuality. Well, guess what? This country is for the straights. Yep. That country is for the bis. This city is for the binaries. This city is for the, you know what I'm saying?
I have a theory. Can I put this theory on y'all? I feel like at the beginning of evolution for humans, right? Because you were just saying how everybody's skin pigmentation was a certain color. I feel like it was a mixture of your color and my color, but like right in the middle of that is what I feel like it started at. But then I feel like
two white people make nothing different.
I feel like what happened was people where they started to separate to is what started changing the color of their skin. People who went down where it was hotter, more sun, more, you know what I'm saying? Through time, like the sun just kind of started darkening people. And then other ones who went different places where it was cooler, not as much sun, maybe their skin just didn't, because there wasn't as much sun there, type of shit. And that's how that could have happened. It was just a random theory.
It's in most biblical textures throughout different religions that we were one race, one language.
I believe it, bro. I really fully believe it.
And I'm going to just give y'all a little bit for the ones that know. Yep. The ones that know, you know, we can speak on a little bit in the comments. We were divided on purpose because unity is knowledge. Knowledge is power. If you give power to everybody, then how can you control it? You can't.
Exactly.
People want control, and in order to have control, you gotta divide it. You gotta divide it up.
So, do you think that if there was complete unity, do you think the world would go amok? Like, do you think the world would be fucked up if everybody was able? Because of just like what you just said, is that like people, if everybody's unified, it's gonna start. It's gonna eventually force a sense of power, hunger.
No, that's the point.
Think, right?
No, because you cannot have unity if anybody has a power struggle. That's the point. So if everybody is in that equal mindset of, you know what, we all have our own purposes to make this wheel go round, then there is no struggle power, because this is my power and this is my power. Exactly. We're all important at some point.
Imagine if the world all over, Russia, Saudi Arabia, America, Korea, China, everybody, right? They all had that same concept of, hey, this is one planet. We haven't had the exploration technology to go to a different planet or to really separate ourselves. Once we fuck this up to the point where it can't be replaced or fixed, then you're gonna have to work together. You're gonna have to at the end of the day. You're gonna have to. And right now, people aren't thinking like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We go down the highway right now, on the highway right now. When has the government ever said, hey, look, cool, we're going to make this day a cleanup day? You go around your neighborhood, you help each other. We're going to clean up the rivers. We're going to clean up the highways. We're going to clean up the streets. We're going to recycle. We're going to separate everything.
They got Earth Day.
But I'm just saying, you make everything else a law. Why don't you make this a law? Where you gotta contribute to help the world move forward.
Because then they wouldn't get as much money, because then you would be putting more work into it yourself, and it would be
exactly.
But it's volunteer work. It's not. Or not volunteer. No, I guess if it's a law, no, it's not voluntary. It's actually kind of slavery.
But
exactly.
But some people would think about it like that. But if you really, like my guy Eric said, if you open people's minds, like the Neos and the Morpheus and stuff like that in the Matrix, if you open their mind and you tell them, hey, look, don't throw your cigarette butts out there. It's not biodegradable. Don't throw your water bottles out there. It doesn't break down easily. Don't do this, don't do that. We could really switch a lot of things in this world, but we're not unified. We don't think or about saving the world. We just think about ourselves.
You got this section that'll do that and clean up. You know, that's the uppity whatever neighborhood, and you got this neighborhood that's low income, and they're gonna just put trash everywhere, but they're not being really taught and properly taught what to do. So you got those gaps,
and that's where I feel like everybody has a purpose. Because don't get me wrong, that's that sense of balance. You gotta have those uppity, those people that want to keep everything extra clean, and you gotta have those slobs. It's like everybody has a purpose. Those slobs could be your garbage men. Those ones that keep the city clean can be the ones that actually do
the hoarders. You be like, you know what? Maybe we should keep this. We can reuse it for something else.
People
fucking hoarders.
That neighborhood that's clean over there. Those people in that clean neighborhood, they got to go to that dirty neighborhood, and that dirty neighborhood, them people got to go over there and see what it's like, so they can understand what to do. So now it's not just that's clean over there, it's dirty right here. Everything is pretty much clean.
Exactly.
But the thing about that too, though, is like a lot of times if you're gonna go to a town or whatever that's a broken down, dirty town, that's gonna be leading to a lot of crime and shit like that. So then when you bring those people over to the uppity places, that's now gonna increase crime in those areas, because
when I
just what
say
those
about
people
that,
are used
like,
to.
those people in that neighborhood, they got money, everything is situated. So why are you hoarding all of that when you can, you know what I'm saying, take some of those resources and knowledge and stuff like that to those people and get them on the same page as you?
My question is, though, is like, why is it fully reliant on money and funding for a community to come together and like make it work? Like, I understand that you need money in order to get food and supplies and things in order to make a city go round, but it's like you also could have people who can come together as a community, put together like different resources and shit like that, and all just make it work together. Like, instead of being like,
I want to reiterate this. If y'all check out A Chill about 50, probably 50, maybe 60 episodes ago, me and Tate talked about this.
Definitely did.
Like, if you really want to be a doctor and really save lives, you ain't really worried about the money. You're just worried about saving lives.
Right.
If you really like building houses, like you really have a passion to do it, you ain't worried about the bread. You just worried about doing it. If you really like farming, you ain't worried about the bread. You worried about teaching and really caring for the land.
Exactly.
Bro, I can guarantee y'all that if money wasn't an aspect, like as big of an aspect in everybody's lives as it is right now, a lot of things would be different, bro. I feel like a lot of things, but I feel like because money has become so detrimental for our survival, it's just like, it's kind of, that's all most people care about now. Like,
the internet would be useless.
We made it that way.
I mean,
social media would.
I mean, social media is already pretty much.
I feel like social media still, if money wasn't involved, social media actually still could be very helpful.
It could if you did it the right way.
Media,
like take for instance TikTok University, the stuff that we use, we learn a lot from different people and different cultures like that. Exactly.
If you use it for that, but you would have to like he was saying, if you take out the money aspect, like where in TikTok you could learn how to tie a tire, change a tire, change your oil, build a house, fix this and that third. Cool. Well, what's stopping? But when you add money to it, like, okay, if your video does this amount of numbers, then it gets this. Okay, cool. What people do now on TikTok? They do these little quick schemes when it comes to scamming, to shaking ass, to exploiting themselves.
That was why I was saying, like, even if money wasn't involved, social media still could be successful.
It could,
but
could.
Right now, of course, with money involved, it's corrupted.
Yeah, that's
but
what
it could just be like a very large on-demand encyclopedia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I do feel like if money wasn't an aspect in a lot of people's lives, the love that we have for everything else that we do would just be so much more genuine. And you know, there people who are doctors and people who are out here doing just hard jobs or ones that require a lot of knowledge, like a lot of the times people are just falling back to the money aspect. And like everybody in life, like we strive to find better jobs that are going to pay us more. We're not, like, a lot of people, we're not looking to do things that make us happy. Like me personally, like, I'm sure I could charge a hell of a lot more than I do for the shit that I do, but I don't. I charge a very fair price for the quality that you're going to get. And, you know, people who don't see that and don't understand that.
They don't.
That's a whole nother topic.
They don't understand it because it's something that you love. This is something that you like.
No,
we've had this conversation before. Would you do it if you didn't? Would you still do what you do right now if you didn't get paid for it?
And that leads me to the answer of if money wasn't an aspect, absolutely. But money being an aspect in everybody's life and an aspect in my life that I absolutely need in order for my shit to be taken care of course, a lot of the times I'm doing it because I have to make money. Like, it is a good way, but it's a way that I fell in love with it. I still love music all the time, producing, engineering, and I've been, new tools and new techniques and stuff like that. I'm always interested in new. I'm always interested in learning.
The new
sheet. It's the sessions part. Doing the sessions part, I don't always love. Right. You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things that I have to do. But it's also because that's the path that I've chosen, and that's the path that I've stayed on. I haven't, I've taken steps to go other paths as far as sinking and shit like that. But have I really dug into it? Not the way I've done this, because this was just the easiest way to do it. Mm-hmm. It's easy just making quick $100 for 2 hours, $150 for 2 hours, whatever the case is, but doing all that other shit where the money isn't going to be up front and immediate. But I guarantee you, if money wasn't an aspect and I didn't really have to worry about that part, then I would have probably been a lot more interested in learning the other things that I've been wanting to learn, but have been falling back on because I have to make bread because I got a lot of shit going on type of shit. You know what I mean?
I was talking to a shorty the other day. And I was like, damn, you've been busy a lot. Like, you've been kind of MIA. Like, what's been going on? Well, I'm trying to get back in school. And I was like, oh, damn, you going back in school? I was like, what for? And she hit me with I'm going back to go to IT. It's a big field that's coming up in the world, and I want to do it. And I was just like, for the last 6 years, you've been a massage therapist. You've taught me so much about different pressure points and different muscle groups and how to really please not necessarily please in a sexual sense, but please and make a person feel better once they leave your table. Mm-hmm. So why are you leaving something that you truly love? Mm-hmm. Like, you love doing this just because this job might be paying a little bit more. And that right there kind of bothers me a little bit, because a lot of people will go to a job or a career that pays more, but they have the nastiest attitude. Mm-hmm. They have the nastiest way of thinking, or
they're miserable for
they're miserable, and the core of them is miserable because that's not something that they want to do.
Yeah, those people that became doctors because their family said to do it.
Yep.
But
that's where the money at.
But then it goes to our original question. Our original question when we first started the podcast talking about, what do you want to do in your life? Do you really need a 6-bedroom, 8-bedroom with 3-4 bathrooms with an acre of land with a basketball court and a swimming pool? Do you really need that? Or do you need somewhere that is decent, good area where you can put your head at night? Do you really need to eat Wagyu steak, or could you eat some fruits and vegetables and still be the same?
Yeah.
You gotta ask, and ladies and gentlemen, you have to ask yourself that, what do you really need? Not what you want. Because a lot of, motherfucker, I want an Iron Man suit. You know how much money that shit's gonna cost? Mm-hmm. I want a damn Batman suit. I'm trying to figure out Spider-Man powers, because that's a fantasy that I live in. But that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of damn money to have that fantasy.
Yep.
That's a want. You gotta decipher between your wants and your needs in your life.
All the time in my household, we got to know them.
Growing, and I'm glad you said that. Growing up, I used to see the kids with the polos and the Jordans and the Nauticas, and I would get mad at my parents because, why are you buying me USPA, and why are you buying this? And I had my grandmother hit me with this. Does the clothes make you? Are the clothes that you put on your personality? Is the book bag or the glasses or the shoes? Is that what makes you?
That's personal for me, actually.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make who you are as an individual? Because you can have nice clothes on and still be a fucking dickhead.
And this is true, because all right, for me, for example, when it comes to dressing my kids, I am not about to go break in my pockets so that way they could be dressed in the freshest, finest clothes, bro.
Why? When they growing?
They're growing fast, too. They're going to wear it for
I'm not
going to
lie to you. I shop at Once Upon a Child.
Man,
I like to shop at Once Upon a Child. They have very nice clothing in there, barely used, and I can get it at a decent price that my kids are going to grow out of within the next 4 to 6 months. So why not go ahead and spend it cheap, so that way ain't nobody about to remember these clothing.
Exactly.
Why does it matter? And that's why it bothers me so much. I had somebody say, "Oh, does he always have to wear hand-me-downs?" You gonna go buy him brand new clothes?
I mean, I ain't even gonna hold you like kids,
stuff like that. Like,
especially like because I know like kids going to school and shit.
In the space, like, what? You ain't going in your pocket to put the clothes, buy kids shoes, none of that. So I ain't trying to no.
Yeah, I know like kids going to school and shit. They might get picked on because they're not wearing the freshest styles or whatever the fuck. But it's just like
parenting,
bro. That's what I'm like. Parents who are like out here buying their kids who are in like kindergarten, fucking polos and fucking expensive ass shoes and clothes and shit. Like
you just doing stuff that you never have done for you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm like. I'm saying like
kid how to be respectful or nothing like that. So that kid is gonna go to school and have and they're gonna see because they're a kid. They're gonna understand with that. Oh, my mom bought me this. I know I look better than you. So
that kid always looks nice when he comes.
Giving them a
kid,
complex.
I'm gonna give my kid the age limit. Like when my kid gets into like early high school, I'll start letting them really care about style.
Exactly.
Because like I get that once you get to your teenage years, you start to, you know what I'm saying? You want to start freshening up and you want to be,
come across,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, with my kids, because they 5 and 3, like their own individuality comes out anyway. So even my 5-year-old, like he loves Spider-Man. That's him. Like, bro, I'm talking about, Papa, I want Spider-Man cookies. I want a Spider-Man bed. I want a Spider-Man refrigerator. I want Spider-Man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was the same way though.
Yeah, I mean,
like I loved Spider-Man as a fucking kid.
This little boy
dude.
loves Spider-Man so much, bro. Like
love Spider-Man.
I go in the room and check on him, bro. He having dreams. He talking about Spider-Man. I'm thinking he up, so I turn the light on. Look, he's knocked out, but he just dreamed about Spider-Man. So it's like, bro, his personality is gonna come out. So he loves to wear the mask and stuff like that, and I get it for him. If you want to wear it, wear it. Yeah. Now I wish a kid would be like, oh, he wearing that. Now that's where I'm gonna come in at. Like, mind your business. Your daddy should have let you wear your mask. Or you don't know your daddy? We ain't gonna go there. Shit like that. But my kids are doing what they want to do, and I mean allowing them to do what they want to do. You know
whatever happens as a child is gonna lead up to as an adult. So if you don't allow these kids, if you don't necessarily allow these kids to dream, there are some kids out there that are fashionable, like they're fashionable.
Right.
They're fashionable. Like they know, okay, this color goes with this. I want to wear this. And those are our designers. Those are our future designers. So let them do them.
Exactly.
But don't
discredit.
Don't let you gotta teach your kids, be like, okay, cool, this is what you're gonna do. I see your future. I see it. But that kid might want to look grungy because guess what? They know at the end of the day they might be an MMA fighter and they know they're gonna get a lot of blood, scratches, cuts, and shit like that. So
hold on. I mean, there's also like, look at Adam Sandler. Have you ever seen like Adam Sandler out in public? Do you see the shit he wears, bro?
Nah,
you would think he's a fucking homeless guy, bro. You would think Adam Sandler is. I know Adam Sandler is an all-time great goat of goats. Like Adam Sandler is him.
But you know what he said in his interview? He said the poor want to look rich and the rich want to look poor.
Exactly my point. So that's why I'm like, look at some of the richest people, bro. You don't see them walking around with fucking chains and big expensive shit. Like the real, I'm talking about, and I'm not talking about the rapper rich. I'm talking about the real rich.
The billionaire.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Elon Musks. The
that wear open-toe sandals with a ketchup stained shirt on, knowing their account they got 2.2 billion.
I want my children to be able to turn heads in a room by the words that they speak out of their mouth, not necessarily by the clothes that they're wearing.
So, because that was my point. Is like, now if my kid just wants to dress grungy, I mean, or just wants to be just like me, I'm fucking sweats and sweatpants all the time. Shit, I'm fine with that.
Are you comfortable?
That's what I'm gonna ask. Are you comfortable?
You know
my son doesn't like retwists.
Be comfortable in your skin, so you gotta allow the kid to know who they are and figure out what they like in life and stuff like that. Now, if my son don't go right for him, tell him, okay, look, I'll let you do that. You did it for a little bit, it ain't working. Look, we're not gonna do that. Let's figure out something else.
I personally don't like my son always going out without a retwist. I would prefer it to be neater and with a nice little shape up. He's like, no, Ma, I like my hair like this. I just want to get a shape up. Okay, so you like the little Rasta look, just shape up. Yes, Mom, don't do that. I'll put it in a ponytail or something like that. But other than that, he prefers his locks to just...
Because guess what? If we didn't have barbers or whatever like that, if we didn't have that profession, guess what his hair would naturally do anyway?
You're right about that.
Exactly what he wants already. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe he knows something that we just don't.
Right?
Right. Well, that leads me to the last question that we have for the night, and then we're going to wrap it up. What are some things that you're growing to dislike as you grow older?
People.
Yeah. I had posted. I had
Mindsets of
shared this.
people.
I had shared this earlier. Everybody who's not me.
Oh, you self-centered
Yeah, it's just,
motherfucker.
it's the mindset. Like as you start to get older, your mindset is geared to what you like and what you got going on. And if other people that you encounter don't have that same mindset, it's like, man, oh, hell no, get yeah, go ahead that way. I'm gonna go this way. I'm not dealing with that.
I'm starting to like. The older I get, the less I just care about like gaining new friends. Like I'm cool with maintaining the friends that I've had for a long time, but trying to gain new ones to me is just like I don't want to. I don't
like
care
meeting
to.
new people.
Like I mean, if I end up meeting somebody new and like we have a good vibe and they're chill or whatever, cool. But at this point, man, just fuck.
I'll say ignorance.
I'm still gonna rub the shoulders of people and shit like that, but once I get a clear understanding of how you really are for real, and the short encounters that I do have with you, like I'm gonna start limiting those and to where there's just none. It's like, nah, what happened when you reach out, man, bro? You're not on what I'm on. You're not thinking like how I'm thinking. You're not trying to do the things that I'm doing. Like I just see that. I'm gonna be honest with you too. Like I'm starting to get to that point now too. Like me being older, I don't got time to be playing with motherfuckers and not telling the truth.
Bro, I'm quick to leave somebody behind. I don't care.
But I'm gonna tell you, like I'll leave you behind, but I'm gonna tell you why, and you can either be mad or get over it. Either way, I'm still gonna go to sleep, bro. Like I'm not.
What it is like if they're mad about it, it just means that they weren't mature enough to be around you
accept
anyway.
it.
Yeah, they weren't.
Exactly.
They're not on your maturity level. That's all it is.
Time get in between this, and hopefully the time can heal you and let you understand, and maybe you can elevate yourself to get where I'm at. But by that time, most likely I probably didn't got to the next level.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ignorance, and like you said, ignorance and lies.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, and don't necessarily assume that you know everything.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Know what you know, but
That's
don't
why
know
I was
everything.
going to say I wanted to piggyback off of that one. I feel like you're more so on the willful ignorance type of thing.
Yeah, like
because we don't know everything.
We don't know everything.
We're
but
ignorant to something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but if you have the aptitude to go look for it and find it, like I don't know this, but I'm gonna go find it.
Yeah,
out.
the fact that you don't want to do that. That's
right.
Like I wouldn't come to. I'll put it like this. I wouldn't come to a I don't know why I keep bringing it up, but trades. I wouldn't come to an electrician and be like, well, on YouTube, I seen that they did this, and that, when this motherfucker got 40 years of experience. That's ignorance. Shut the fuck up, learn something, then compare what you learned from this, and that, and see what the comparisons are. Sometimes you just can't necessarily assume that you're the smartest motherfucker in the room. Sometimes you gotta be humble and just take it for a learning lesson. That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Shut the fuck up and listen twice. You know what I'm saying? Well, talk less and listen more. You know, that's what you gotta. That's why people. That's what we gotta do as a people. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might know more than you know because that's what they do. That's what they do.
But I still feel like you should never shy away from sharing with you what you know either. Just don't feel like what you know is the end all be all.
I'm talking about those arrogant motherfuckers to be like, nah, this ain't it. Bitch, where's your degree? Where's your credit?
I feel it.
Like, where's your
your credentials to tell me that you know the answer to this question? Because I don't think you have.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Exactly, you don't have the answer.
I don't have to do it.
Like if 2 + 2 is 4 and you say it's 5, then I'm gonna listen to you explain it.
And show me how.
But you gonna have to break that shit down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do those things for me. So, and then when it comes to lies, like when it comes to lies with individuals, you gotta understand, why are you lying? First off, why do I have to lie to this certain individual, for one? And what benefit am I getting out of it to lie?
Yeah.
Now, as kids, they tell us, oh, it's a little white lie. Like, do you have that behind your back? And then someone says, no, I don't have it. That's the little white lie. But if someone says, hey man, I left $2 on the dresser, it's gone. Where is it?
A lie is a lie. I hate that
white lie turning into big black truths.
But that's what I'm saying. As kids, they tell us that white lies are.
I don't
it's
know
okay.
where that $2 went, but you really took that $2, and now later on in life, I remember you took that. Nigga, you a thief. I don't fuck with you because you stole.
For example,
you lied. Two things.
Before I came here, my daughter, she was chewing gum in my face. And I'm like, okay. I'm not paying nothing to it. And she's blowing bubbles. Now, I know for a fact that I was the only person that bought gum in the house. So I asked her, I was like, yo, what you chewing on? She stopped. And it hurt her little mind. I could see her trying to figure out something to say. Well, Daddy, I found this, or Daddy, I da-da-da-da. And I said, and when I'm seeing it, I say, now before you come up with a lie and piss me off, tell me the truth. Because I don't sugarcoat shit with my kids. Because if I can't trust you, it's gonna be hell to pay. So with that being said, just tell me what it is. Now, will I be a little bit upset? Probably, but I can give you a reason why. I found gum on the table. I wanted a piece, and I took it. And I said, I give you everything you want in life. I give you everything, as long as you ask. Maybe I didn't want you to have gum right now because you might have a cavity. Maybe I didn't want you to have gum because you didn't eat dinner. These are the things you need to think about. So instead of saying, just taking it, hey, Daddy, can I have some gum? All right, after you eat some dinner or whatever like that, you can get what you get.
See, my boy will be straight up with it and say, well, you might tell me no. But regardless, if I told you no, it's for a reason. But kids don't understand that.
I know, because I know for me growing up, it's like I started to come to a realization that, like, my parents, if I did something wrong and I was honest with my parents, they would be disappointed, but not upset. They would be, of course, they'd probably be a little upset, but they'd be more disappointed. But if I lied to them about it, they're beyond disappointment. They're fucking pissed. So, like, I think a lot of kids got to understand, if you lying to your parents constantly is not going to make them, like Ed said, trust you. If your parents can't trust you to make good decisions for yourself, they can't trust you to do anything. If you can't, like, go out to a party and be responsibly get yourself there and home, be safe in one piece, and you're good, and you, like, your parents know where you're at, they know you're good, they know what time you're supposed to be there, what time you're supposed to be home, all that shit, you're just honest with your parents, I guarantee you they'll let you do. Now, this isn't every parent. I know every parent is different, but for rational parents who had parents kind of like mine, if you're just honest with them and you just tell them, hey, this is what it is, they're gonna respect you and they're gonna trust you to do shit. But the second you start lying to them on some other shit, like something very simple as that, going to the little white lie and I think you handled that personally, in my personal perspective, I think you handled that awesome. Like, great. It's either you tell me the truth or I'm gonna be pissed. But I'd rather be a little upset with you taking my piece of gum than me knowing that you took my piece of gum and then you lied to my face about it. Because now that's gonna make me be like, nah, I can't trust you. We're shit. Now I
gotta watch you constantly.
Really watch you, yeah.
Because and everything that we learn as kids, teenagers, adult, it carries over as an adult. So, like, that phrase where parents always, and my parents used to do the same thing. I've already been through what you already been through, so I already know what you're gonna do. So you might as well just tell me what it is and what it ain't. Don't give me that so-and-so's having a party and it's just going to be a couple people. Come on. Give me the real shit. Cool.
Yeah.
They're going to have a party. Somebody's going to do something, I wouldn't say ignorant, but they're going to do something irresponsible. They might be bringing beer or they might be doing this. Let me give you the real facts.
Yeah.
Especially because I have a little girl. Yeah. So with that being said, hey, look, you might be doing some things you ain't supposed to do. This is your opportunity to define who you are as an individual.
Yeah.
Don't leave your cup behind. If someone's trying to convince you to do something that you don't want to do, tell them, hey, it ain't for me.
Well, I think it's also we have to look at
I'm in your mind. I'm your little conscience, Daddy or Papa, whoever is gonna get on me for doing something like that.
I think we should look at it from a perspective. I'm not a parent yet, but I feel like when your kids get to a certain age, we were that age at some point. We got to an age where it was just like, we're gonna start doing, going out to parties and wanting to, hang out with friends late and all that type of shit. I think when you start seeing signs in your kid that they're starting to mature as become a teenager and do teenager things, I think instead of trying to stop them and make them rebel against you, I also think like it's teach them, like
pros
you were saying,
cons,
like
baby.
like listen, all right, so if you're 16, I know that you could possibly be sexually active. Now here's, like you said, the pros and cons. Pros, you'll
make those right ones.
The pros
are you'll learn what it's like to be an adult real quick. The cons are, this is what could happen. Now here's the thing, I know that I'm not going to be able to stop you from doing whatever it is that you're going to go and do.
Right.
However, I can make sure you're at least prepared, like mentally, emotionally, physically. I would hate to say this, but I would give my kid a condom. Like, hey, I know that I'm not going to be able to stop you, but I'd rather you be safe than sorry than you hitting me up in 2 weeks. Hey, Dad, Shorty's pregnant.
Oh, no,
you know what I'm saying?
I was just telling. I was literally just telling my BM this shit right now. I can't wait till my daughter gets older, bro. Cause coming from a former hoe, you about to get some fucking knowledge and techniques that a motherfucker come to you and breathe wrong. You be like, oh hell no. Like you can. Oh, I smell some hoe ass niggas in here. Like I can't wait, bro. I can't wait because it's just like.
But you know they're not gonna listen to everything you say.
And don't listen to everything I say.
You don't have to listen to everything, but at a point in time, you're gonna have that epiphany moment. I said this when you was this age, and then at that point, you know, maybe 16, 17, you like, damn, Pop said this when I was 8 years old, and now I'm just now understanding. Cool, I said it. Now you can, you know what I'm saying? I did what I was supposed to do as a parent.
Yeah. That's what I think. All of those little lessons that parents can give kids, man, it's like all those little things do add up and they do matter. You know what I mean? They really do matter. But that is all the time we have. We're over the 2-hour mark now, so we are going to wrap up. Until next week, guys. This has been a beautiful show. Absolutely beautiful.
Nice meeting you, bro. I always see you through the comments. I want to tell everybody, like, you know,
he had a whole nother episode.
He was on the show with us already.
But he wasn't on there with. I wasn't on there.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look.
No,
I don't know. I'll have to go. I'll have to go.
Oh no, you was out of town.
Yeah.
Who else was
he
here?
He was out
then?
of town.
I swear.
No,
I don't know. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and look.
But I've been here before. And and he was here, so this would be the third time I've been here. Then.
Here?
Yeah.
I am confused.
There ain't no way.
I don't even know. Anyway, all right, until next week, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is Hey Chill, it's just a podcast. Hey Chill, it's just a podcast. It's just a podcast.